Bada bing, bada boom. I believe that we're here and it's begun.
Oh my goodness. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the finale of Aaahh Teen Monsters. I know that you are all very excited and also sad for this moment that we're going to share together. But I hope, and I've seen that some of you are dressed up, which makes me so happy.
Yes.
Because I'm out here wearing a dress and suit jacket just to be like,
we should have a moment where we all show off our outfits. I think that would be good and beneficial to the soul. So.
Oh, you want to do that? You want us to get up?
Yeah, well, you have a whole like dress thing happening. It's not just a blazer.
Okay.
That's true. That is true.
Should I go first then?
I think so, yes. Master of Ceremonies. Let's go, Queen.
Okay. All right.
My God. And she does the twirl. Oh, it's beautiful.
The curtsy.
Damn!
Oh my goodness.
God.
She a model.
Amazing.
All right. I did it. Clap, clap. Everyone else, now you gotta go.
Tom, give us the twirl.
Tom, you go first.
Tom, with you.
I'll go second. I don't know. Competition's tough, but I think I got this in the bag. I have pants on. They're
Oh my
great.
God, he's wearing
And the
pants.
watch. Oh my God.
Wonderful. Go over
I may or may not be putting on more layers for when homecoming starts.
Maybe. Who's
Maybe.
to say?
Who knows?
I wouldn't know. Hannah?
Hi, I'm wearing. It's a dress.
You're so pretty.
And
You're
sweatpants.
Yay!
Comfort first.
Comfort
always.
first. Bella
I
swung
never
that shit.
remove them ever.
Bella, show off your beautiful
Hello.
dress.
Oh, it's me. It's the dress.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my goodness. It's so cute. The lace, the
Shorts
scalloping is beautiful.
Yeah, the shorts underneath.
And the
I love
shorts.
it.
That's so cute. And there's me. Which something behind me. What is that? Oh, it's the other
Please don't
chair.
ruin anything in your house.
I'm trying. Okay. I can't hear the screams of joy for when I.
Oh my God.
So
So beautiful. I like the bow.
And also
I love the
some fake blood because Sharp is a fan of the classics, so she's really going all out for the gothic theme.
I love it.
'Cause,
I love it.
yeah.
It's amazing. So now that you've seen all of our cool outfits, we want to see yours. If you are dressing up, I believe Harley has a Monsterhearts channel in her Discord, or if you're brave, we use the hashtag Baines Falls Homecoming on Twitter so that we can all be informed and see your very cool outfits for the homecoming that we're staying home for.
Yay!
Because we want to be safe and awesome.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, I guess it's just the finale. Do we have anything else that's more important than going to homecoming? Absolutely not. We don't. So
No, this is the priority. I will very briefly. I need to double check I did my monitor thing right. So everyone's about to see the starting soon screen again while I just do a thing. I'm so sorry.
you're fine.
Bambo. Just because I use display capture, so I had to like open up the Twitch thing, and I don't want everyone to see that because there's secrets on there, like all of my nudes. Okay, like all of them are there. So
Secrets. Well,
no, they're not secrets to you, Buddha. You've seen my nudes.
Here.
So
I have
it's
them.
fine.
I have some notes. Mostly they're just things that happened. Some of them are things that have yet to happen.
Why do you say it like that?
Oh, who wants to do the last time on?
Oh yeah. I've
Does anyone
done it
remember
twice,
what
I think,
happened
so
last time?
I'll sit out.
Yeah,
on
you
this
already
one.
have 2 extra credit.
I do. I don't know what extra credit means.
I can attempt.
Okay.
Oh God, I don't think I remember a lot of it
You're
though.
doing great, sweetie.
So I took Bella and Tom to a supernatural realm in order to convince Tom that the paranormal existed. Things went a bit south because Bella was hungry, like real hungry.
A bit.
Yeah, and decided to eat Tom's arm.
Yeah.
And then do we know what happened with Tom? Oh no, we do. Yeah, okay. And
I came back, I'm fine.
Tom's good. He has his arm back. Don't worry about it. And okay, I shouldn't have offered. I don't remember.
That was like a mess. That was like a hellscape.
and
Like, people
I
died nearly, I swear.
Smooch
Just tied
so
arms, you know?
hard.
There
Bella
was some
and
storage.
I
They
did a
did.
lot of smooching.
We did.
And And do you want us to explain what you did, Harley?
What did I?
Because-
I didn't do
Yeah.
much. Studied, stayed at home, chilled out. Netflix.
I mean,
and
you were at
chill.
home for a bit.
I was
that's
at home for
sure.
a bit. Well, arts and crafts. I was. I killed Brad, and then afterwards, I took some of my mom's Valium, like to own and have, and it was revealed that the first night when Marissa like passed out in her bathroom was because I had like slipped Valium in her drink to make her forget me talking to her in the closet. And then I went for a walkies to the store to get bread or something. I don't remember. And then I forget literally where I was after that. I just went to school like normal, I think. And yeah, and you guys were all hanging out, being buddies. Whatever.
Oh,
Take
yeah.
it back
You were
up,
like-
Hannah. You hit it.
And you were super jealous about that because you have the condition jealous.
You know, I almost was like, this is her moment that I will remove the jealous trait. And then you did not pass. And I was like, okay.
Good dang.
And then what happened when we were at school?
Emily.
Emily kind of figured out that Tom and I, well, not specific. No, it was, yeah. So Tom and I did not do a good job of hiding the mixed
Yeah.
up ballots. And Emily did, in fact, figure it out. So I also flirted with a teacher in
Oh,
it was a busy time last episode. So I flirted with a teacher to try and get him to stay on our side, which he did. And so hopefully we should have a winner amongst us for homecoming.
We also need to remember that the teacher is also the fairy king.
That too, that's kind of important.
yes.
That Tom told Harley about his dream.
And
in
I was
which
like, what a crazy dream that is.
Bella was a wolf and he went to a different universe and his arm got bitten off.
And I also gave a string to this fairy king.
Yes, you gave the Fae King a string on you in order to be able to seduce him better, which will definitely not have any problems in the future. Definitely zero problems. There might be
No.
more problems if the fuck shit up bar fills up, but right now, no problems whatsoever.
No problems. Everything's fine. It's all good. And we're going to Hannah's for
Yes.
Getting
Yes,
ready.
you are.
The last scene in our last time on, previously on Teen Monsters, is Hannah reluctantly agreeing to host, I believe, Bella, Tom, and Harley for a getting ready for homecoming party.
and we got KFC as well.
And,
for the party.
And Harley, kind of out of character, but we all know like what's gonna happen as she brings the rest of her crew without telling Hannah. So it's Saturday. It's the Saturday of homecoming, and let's just go ahead and start off with Hannah opening her door and seeing not just Harley, but quite a few other people as well. Take it away, Harley.
Oh, sorry. I thought Hannah would open the door and be like, "Hello,
I
person."
thought you'd knock.
Oh, why? Absolutely not. Okay, I'm gonna start opening the door and then I'm gonna be like, oh, and I'm gonna knock as the door's already like slightly opened. It's
Hi.
been a long week of not roleplay.
So remind me exactly, Harley, who is with you right now?
Marissa, Amma, and Cordelia.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Harley brings all of her cheerleaders. Can you tell me real quick how they're all dressed for homecoming? Are they already in their outfits? Are you just doing like hair and makeup here, or?
Yeah, they're all in their outfits, but we've brought like Amma's mom is a hairdresser, so she's stolen like those little clippies, the plastic things they wrap you in at the hairdresser so no hair gets on your body. So they're wearing their
Right.
outfits, but they have a bunch of those clippy things so they can put their makeup on, do their hair without getting any powder or anything on their dresses. And they're wearing basically my dress, but a bit less fancy and in black instead of white. Also, thank you so much, Kat, for the 25 euros. That's really kind. Thank you. Mwah.
All right. So you open the door and you see, well, Harley and also 3 other people that you didn't invite.
Hi. Hi.
Hi, how are we doing?
And I didn't realize. I didn't think that I didn't think everyone would be here. You know.
Oh, I thought you were inviting all of your friends, so I thought I would just bring, the...
Yes, my friends.
Yeah.
Yes. Kind come on in then, everybody.
Okay, thank you so much. And I come on in while saying thanks to Frymaster and Mike Lucas for the tips of 3 and 10 euros. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. We should have put the fuck shit up bar a little higher.
We should maybe a little. Did you know that anything above the fuck shit up bar, nothing will happen necessarily, but it's really nice of you to do so, to give a good. We really appreciate it and we love you and we'll give you a little kiss, maybe.
I won't do that.
I'll give you a kiss. I'm very alone.
I'll give you a bomb.
A what?
I'll fuck shit up. A bomb. I'll just make.
Oh, you'll just drop an A-bomb for for every tip beyond the 100 mark. We add a landmine to the fields of Baines Fall High.
Definitely won't go badly. So, are your parents like home, Hannah, or parents? Are your parents? Home?
My dad is not home, but my mum is home.
Okay, and tell me about your mom.
She's like the sweetest pea ever. She just she wants to be everyone's friends, including like she isn't kind of awkward. She's right in there. She'll be like, "Oh my God, hi! Oh, you look so beautiful! Oh, and she wants to know the gossip. She wants to know what's going on."
What's your mom's name?
Amelia, I believe.
Okay, so Harley, you come into the front room, and have you ever been to Hannah's house before? Like
I think I have, right, Hannah?
She was on the cheerleading team.
Yeah, I know about Hannah.
You stayed her.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks pretty much the same. You'll notice that it might be a little less like well kept. Like Amelia usually is very tidy, but there's the subtle hints that you would probably recognize from living with your mom of things like falling a little bit apart around. And Hannah, like it's probably something that has slowly crept up on you. So like you living in this house all the time might not have noticed that it's like less clean, less tidy, etc. But because Harley hasn't been here for a while, like the second she steps in, like she can see it in a way that someone who's been living in it can't. Are Bella and Chad and Tom already here, or?
I think Chad probably showed up early accidentally. Like he just thought it was like.
Oh,
I love the idea of him confusing like PM and AM.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was at 5 a.m. That's my bad. Can I stay here? It's really cold."
So Chad is probably wearing the slacks that he'll be wearing for his suit, but he's also wearing a Baines Falls football t-shirt because he probably just got back from the football game that nobody cares about, which they definitely lost.
Remember how we had the football team and we didn't touch on that at all? We're like, nah, fuck it, sports, get out of here. No.
I don't give a shit about sports. No one was on the football team, so it didn't matter in the series, obviously. But he's wearing his like a football team shirt, and he's been commissioned by your mom, Hannah, to have like hors d'oeuvres on a tray. And so he comes up to the door, and he's definitely like he's got his like I'm acting really fancy. And he puts out one hand, which the tray is barely balanced on. And on the tray is Ritz crackers with some fancy deli ham and a little bit of like cheese on top. And Chad like pretend bows, and you see the tray like precariously tilting. And he's like, "Milady." And then just like put like pretend bows in front of Harley and the rest of the new arrivals to this getting dressed party.
Thank you. I'm vegan, so I can't have. We're all vegan, but looks cute.
Wait, what's that?
It basically means that we don't eat any milk, cheese, honey, eggs, anything that comes out of an animal.
Okay.
And I'm really hoping that it clicks with them. I'm like, I really hope I communicated that.
So Chad like looks up and is very actively thinking really hard, and then he takes some of the Ritz crackers and he just dumps the cheese and ham off of them, and he just like hands the crackers to you. He's like, "Here, I'm pretty sure crackers don't come from animals."
Thank you so much, Brad. And because I'm a teenage idiot, Chad, sorry.
Wow.
Guilty conscience, that's my bad.
Been there.
Thank you so much. And I will eat the cracker. One cracker each per person.
Cool. Solve that problem. All right. Is Bella and Tom, were you already here or no?
I assume we're like driving there.
Okay.
Like I
you're
picked
you're
up
picking
Tom. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I need a ride.
So
I
just to
absolutely have no idea.
cut the extraneous chatter, you two roll up while the door is still open, and Harley and her click's a good word, are rolling into the house, and you pull up in the driveway, which like there's one car, Hannah's mom's like very like soccer mom SUV in the driveway, but there's room for a second one where her dad's car is not. And yeah, you and Tom pull up. Tom, you're very obviously not yet dressed for homecoming. Do you
No.
recognize this, or do you think like, I'm so fancy, I've got it all under control?
I would probably be like, Bella, why are you dressed up? What's happening? Am I supposed to like have
Tom,
anything on?
why
or
do
am I
you why are you dressed like you do every day? What's going on?
I thought it was like school uniforms. Because it's
You,
a school
you
thing.
literally
right?
are running for homecoming, King, aren't you? Like do you even know what that is? Or did you pretend you did?
No. I was really trying to
Do you have
pass
any
as
other
knowing,
clothes?
but I have no idea.
Do you have any other clothes?
No.
This doesn't even smell
Most
fresh.
of them are
you wore
overalls.
this yesterday, didn't you?
Yes.
God, Jesus. Okay,
It's all
well,
I've got. I don't know. I didn't want to bring it up. I noticed you're all dressed up, and we've been sitting here for like an hour driving. I don't know.
to be honest, Tom, I respect you. I hate this shit. I hate dressing up. I hate this
Thank you.
stupid fucking thing we're doing. So it's not gonna matter. Everybody's gonna, it's gonna be dark in there, and no one likes you anyway. It's not gonna really change anything. So we're fine.
Perfect. Good. Okay. I was worried.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. So you two slam the car door shut, and maybe Bella is being a little stompier than necessary as you go up to the door. And Hannah, you're like all of a sudden in your house. It was just like you and Chad and your mom, and now it's just overrun, just super suddenly with a ton of people.
So wait, so who needs to get ready? Oh, who's good? Who's done?
I mean, I could probably show up like this and it would be fine, but I would like to add a little bit of polish, It's just like a little freshening up. And also,
Okay.
Marissa and Amber and Cordelia aren't ready either. Can I see Tom, or is he visible to me?
Yeah, we're there.
Yeah, like you're in the front
Okay.
room, and
Oh, we're in the front room. Sorry.
Yeah. We're like
Um,
we've all just amassed in like the hallway area.
Okay. And I'm like, oh, and also Tom, obviously you aren't ready, right? Like you're not.
No, Bella was saying that I look good. I'm gonna go with it.
I didn't say good. I think he's fine. I think he can. I think it's totally acceptable.
Oh yeah, he's gorgeous, but I really think that if he's gonna be homecoming king, he needs to have a little bit more, like.
You don't think he's just beautiful as he is? I think he should definitely show up like this.
I really don't.
What are you trying to say?
Agree.
Do you think he's ugly?
No,
Right now?
I just said that he's gorgeous. Tom, don't you want to look good for me? And I'm like, look to Tom and be like, Tom, like, don't you want to like look good for me? Like.
Of course. Oh my God. Yes. What are we doing again?
Well, there's like a theme.
Mhm.
I know you're just in a like. Do you know Gothic theme?
Victorian Gothic. Like
No.
Turning
I think
the
it works because
Screw,
he's like the
Frankenstein.
one we
Mary
sacrificed.
Shelley. I'm like listing like literature over Bella as she's trying to like rationalize Tom looking fine. I'm like, like Henry James, like.
All those. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we could. Does anyone have? Well, I don't.
Okay, so all right.
Chad
Hannah-
like goes to take off his shirt.
No,
He's like, "Oh, you can wear my shirt."
No,
About-
Chad, that's
Chad,
fine.
Chad.
That's fine.
And he does that thing where the shirt gets like halfway over his head, and like you can see his like abs. It's the very like
Oh.
teenage
Hannah,
monster
your face.
television show where like all of a sudden like he's never taken off his shirt in the entire series so
Yeah.
far, and then all of a sudden you're like, wow, Chad is
Wow.
actually ripped. And then-
Chad,
Oh,
your
what?
shirt.
And, like,
It's like stuck.
He pokes his head through the neck of the shirt. He's like, do you need the shirt or?
No, you can.
Well,
put
you
it
need a
back on.
shirt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
And he like
fine.
puts the shirt. He's like, I gotta be fancy because I'm helping your mom. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. How about, okay, plan. How about Hannah, you and me and Tom go in, Bella, you can come too. We go into your room and we just like see what we can use to make Tom look even more wonderful. And then you
Oh.
you all, and I gesture to my clique, and you, Chad, you can just stay in here and just talk about whatever people that do sports talk about. I don't know.
And Emma and Cordelia and Marissa have already taken like everything off of the like dining room table. I'm imagining this is like a small and like quaint kind of like kitschy cottagecore looking house.
I love that.
And so you've got the
Oh.
front room and then the dining room, which is attached to the kitchen. And they've taken everything off of the dining room table and like set it up to look like a makeup artist came over to your house. Like they have everything. They've got like a curling iron plugged in and just like it's already all set up.
How does that sound? It's like it's and I'm recalling being like left out from like the walking into school together thing. I'm like, it's like bonding time. We can all just like bond and like try and see what we can do.
Yeah, I mean, we can go to my room, and then I guess if my dad has something, we can just like whip that. I don't
Yeah.
know what he'd have, but yeah.
That's fine. Anything that's similar to like a jacket or like a cravat, maybe.
Oh,
yeah.
we can have a look. See,
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
let's go find a cravat, whatever the fuck that is.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't know
cravat
what
is
that
a kind of kerchief, and I say kerchief like
It's a
kerchief. It's a kind of kerchief. Okay.
Never
Do you
had a
need
kerchief.
do you need a tissue? Was that a sneeze? Bless you.
that's very sweet, Chad. No,
I'll
she's
stay
fine.
here and
She's fine.
make sure everyone's got crackers.
That's great. Thank you.
Yes.
And we walk into Hannah's room. Ba-da boo ba-doo.
Hannah,
Wow,
what does your
chicka
room look
wow.
like?
My room is kind of like it's kind of like still in a really weird transitional period between being a young girl's room and like an adult's room, and it's kind of like they started upgrading it and started changing it, and then it just kind of all fell to the side and didn't properly get done up. But it's like I have like a proper bed and like a vanity and stuff, but it's just like maybe not fully painted or like not like sharply done around the skirting board.
Right, like you got things from the antique shop that you were gonna repaint, but it hasn't been repainted yet.
Exactly,
So none of
yeah.
it matches. Got
Yeah.
it.
So here we are.
Cute. Okay.
Not, there's not many boys' clothes. I don't know if this is gonna be good.
Well, she's gonna look in her father's things, and he'll definitely have something that'll be suitable, right, Hannah?
I think he has like a scarf. What kind of
No.
Does your father not own any blazers?
What does your father do for a living, Hannah?
It's kind of like I don't know. He just goes at like 6 a.m. and then I might see him before I go to bed. It's business. He wears suits.
That 90s parent thing, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
It was.
Mhm.
Yeah. That. Yep.
So you go to your mom's room and you go to your dad's closet and you take out the nicest suit that he has, which is like brown tweed or something, and you drape it around Tom's shoulders and it looks massive. Like your dad's not a big guy, but Tom is very like tall and thin and still like grow like his teenage self is still growing into his adult self. So the jacket is just like really big on him and it looks ridiculous.
This is a bit loose.
Yeah.
And I'm like trying to like see
Yeah.
if I can like tighten it around his body in any way and like pinch it and see if I can body pin it shut. And like it's not at all working in the slightest. Okay, is there where's that scarf? What's the scarf?
And I'm just gonna go into the wardrobe and like try find like a box of winter stuff that has been like put to the side, and there's like just a very traditional scarf that is not very like it'll do. Hey, you go.
I don't know. I think
It's
I'll
just
wait
like-
till fucking.
It's just like a red scarf that I just kind of pull out, and it like
Oh.
I
has,
have
and
to-
there's like matching, but it's like tucked into matching gloves, and it's like mittens and yeah,
So it's this thick wool winter scarf.
Yeah.
And it's definitely like you put it on and it does that thing where it like swallows your entire neck and like most of your ears.
This is way too hot. No. I'm gonna like melt. We're gonna have to. I need to look not sweaty. I don't think, unless they want me to be like really.
Is there like
sweaty,
anything silk? Like anything silk? Like a handkerchief, even like.
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Yes, handkerchief. And I go to
Right.
like the bedside table and there's like handkerchiefs in the side.
Okay. And I put the handkerchief
Alright.
around Tom's neck and I try and stuff it into some
Oh.
cravat-like form. Oh wow.
I'll
Oh
do
my
it.
goodness, it's the
No,
magic
I've
of
got
props.
this beautiful.
What?
Prop comedy.
Who saw this coming?
Oh my
That's crazy.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
Wow, you made him
Okay,
look worse.
how do you do this? She put it on wrong. Let me fix it.
So Tom puts on
We
this cravat and immediately looks like, what is it, Fred from Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Fred.
It's perfect.
Great.
Did I do it?
You look
Very
great,
Victorian.
Tom.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
still got like a fucking regular shirt on. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do.
You're fine.
I
Embarrassed.
think
so.
that's fine.
I think it's fine. I'm
Yeah,
not
this
carrying
is-
that thing to tatters as I want to.
What?
I don't think. Huh? No, it wouldn't be. Other than that, it's as Victorian as we can go. I think. Is there like a blazer? Like from your? Does your father have anything that isn't the size of the Eiffel Tower? Like a tea cozy for the Eiffel Tower? Anything that isn't like that? Anything regular sized?
I
A dressing gown, like a cardigan, like anything.
So while Hannah is looking like I didn't expect to have to dress a teenage boy tonight, just on the back of the door to the master bathroom is just like a kind of fancy looking robe.
well, there's that dressing gown. Oh,
Yeah, that
Can I
one.
wear it?
Oh, that
Yes,
that one.
Put that on. Put
Yeah.
that on.
Tom, you're very
You've got,
eager
like,
to
a
get
similar-
that dressing gown.
This is amazing.
It's just like a jacket.
That's actually my mom's dressing. Okay, I mean, go.
I'm probably the same
I mean,
size,
he's
right?
got the spirit though, doesn't he? So I really can't discourage the spirit. He really, he
This is
really
gonna
wants
look
to
great.
impress me, and I really like that. That's very.
Are you two? Wait, are you two?
Oh yeah, duh. Like this whole time, yeah. Yeah, like practically since he got here,
Has it-
he's been so into me. It's ridiculous.
Has it?
It looks amazing.
Wow, I
How
can't
good do I
wait
look,
for you to
guys?
win on stage.
Wow. So
I think you look
uh,
like a beautiful homecoming king, Tom.
Straight out of a Dickens
Thank you.
novel. You look,
You look
Wow.
perfect for homecoming. Yes.
Thank
Definitely.
you. Do you think they'll vote for me? I'm gonna do a little
absolutely.
The
Sure.
voting's already.
I mean,
remember we.
I
scuffed
already
the
rigged that
votes?
shit. So
Yeah,
you can't
we've
win.
already done that, Tom.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I thought we'd have to do that again or something. Well, I think we got it in the bag then.
Oh,
Probably.
definitely, Tom. Definitely. Don't even bother with cologne. It just you emanate a winner.
I can't smell anyway, so.
so while
Wait for the-
Yeah, go.
while Tom is tidying up his new dressing gown outfit, there's like a soft knock on the wall in the hallway, and you turn around to see Chad, who is now put on like a white button-up actual shirt, and he like ducks his head a little bit because he's like just as tall as the doorway, and he's like, Hannah, can I like talk to you for a sec?
Yeah.
Also, can you button my wrist buttons? I just can't get it.
Yeah, of course I can. And I exit the bedroom and I kind of pull him into my room and I like grab his wrist and I'm like, yeah, what's up?
So I wasn't gonna say anything, but like I've noticed that you and Bella have been spending a lot of time together, and I just wanted to let you know that if I win Homecoming King, which I'm totally gonna because I worked like hella hard, I'll
Yeah.
totally let you and her have the first dance and give her my crown and stuff. Cause like it's not super important to me, but like I thought that might be something nice for you two or whatever.
Chat. And I'm just gonna like drop his wrist and like bundle my arms around his neck. I'm just like, that's so kind of you. You're so good. You know that, Chad?
And he like pats the back of your head because he's very much taller than you, and he's like, well, I had good role models like you. I'm talking about you. You're pretty good also.
Oh, you're such a sweetie, Chad. You're such a good boy. You're a good boy.
Thanks. Could you get this other one?
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
My arms are just so long that my other arm like can't reach it.
I know it must be difficult being so long-limbed. Yeah.
Thanks. I'm gonna go hang out with Marissa and Amma and Cordelia and Amelia and eat some more of those crackers. But like, if you want to get your hair done, they got like a whole setup or whatever.
Oh,
Not
this
that
was-
it looks bad. It looks
Yeah.
great.
oh, thank you.
Cool.
Thank you, Chad.
I mean,
And
no
he,
one
you know,
was as
like,
good as Tom.
walks out of your bedroom and like waves down the hall. He's like, "You guys look great. Go fight, win, or I don't know, whatever."
I'm in Hannah's room, like just like telling Tom like how good his thing looks. It's like I'm like it's really good. It's a very like postmodern like representation of Victorian Gothic. I think it's good.
You guys know Gothic better than me. I don't know.
Yeah, no, trust me. I know, and like 100%. I've read Time of the Screw like 5 times, and I've wanted to die every time. But like, I just sit through it because it's a classic, you know. Whatever they say, it's good. So me, yeah. But yeah, it looked really good. Really, really good in photos. Look amazing. Yeah. So, are you and Emily still like? Did you get her like a corsage or? Any like
No,
because you two
she
were running.
she was a whole character. I didn't even know that the front of the yearbook meant that wasn't even a thing. I thought she was
What
really
did you think
important.
being in
I
the
was
front of the
lied to.
Wait, why? Wait.
Yeah.
What did you think it meant that she was in the front of the yearbook?
But that she was the coolest.
You think that?
And it was a lie, and it broke my heart.
I'm so sorry, Tom. That's so you're so sweet. I
didn't think she would do that to me.
How could she, honestly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you look great. Do you want to go with me instead? Like if
Okay.
if I don't win Homecoming Queen, that's totally fine. You're gonna win Homecoming King, obviously, but if I don't win Homecoming Queen, it's totally fine because my college applications are basically through, so it's fine. But yeah, so we should go together.
Yes.
Do you have anything for me for like a corsage? Because it'll be pretty embarrassing if like I don't show up with any kind of thing that matches you.
Can I look around the room and find something? Anything?
Do you mean mine?
So you just as like a course correction, you're still in the master bedroom. Hannah and Chad went into Hannah's room, so just wanted to
Okay,
in the
right.
master bedroom. You see, oh my god, this is gonna be great. On the dresser, in like a place of like it looks like it's intentionally highlighted as decor. There is a vase in which there's a dried bouquet of roses.
Oh, I'm absolutely gonna run over and just grab the head of a rose and rip it off.
Great.
Oh. What color is it?
Hannah, what were your mom and dad's wedding colors?
Quickly.
Gold and white.
So yeah, the roses are white roses, but there was something done to the tips of them, like they were dipped in gold paint. So even though the roses are dried, you can still see the metallic gold paint on the like tips of the flower. It's beautiful.
Oh.
This is for you. Yeah.
Oh, I think that's not for me, but okay, I'm so
it's
smitten
okay.
with his like enthusiasm. I'm just like, okay, yeah. Do you wanna and I pull like a safety pin out of like on my cleavage, whatever. I'm like, do you wanna like put it like on my dress or like on my
Yes.
wrist? Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I hold out my wrist so he can safety pin the rose. Don't stab me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you want to say that you don't stab her, or do you want to see whether you stab her or not?
Can we roll for that? That'd be fucking fun.
Yeah.
Why not?
That sure would be fun, Tom.
Roll with cold to keep your cool and not stab your new girlfriend.
The audio is.
Oh,
Oh
no.
Oh no!
So Tom
Okay.
stabs you in the wrist, and
And
it's
also
not
his
even like
calendar.
just a little bit. It's like you probably have like a hat pin, or a
Die?
hair pin, and you just Tom, you go to put it on her wrist, and you just straight up stab the needle into her. Just
It's
like
in. I got it.
Do I take home?
how many times in your life have you been stabbed by things? Because if this is something you've dealt with before, then I won't
Not
make you-
really. She hasn't. No more than like any other sports person has taken injuries.
Well, then
Is
I would
someone
say that
cooking
this
dinner?
hurts enough to be one harm.
Okay.
Sure,
Great.
it was a failed roll.
And like blood gushing like onto my white dress and onto the rose. Is there a first aid kit around by any chance? Like,
For the rose, my parents' fucking wedding. Oh my god.
is that the first aid kit?
I don't know. I don't know. We should probably call Hannah, see if she knows.
Okay, call Hannah.
Hannah! I made
Oh,
a
1
mistake.
minute. What? Okay, bye, chat. Okay, I go in.
Hi, Hannah. And
So
my hand
Hannah,
like,
I'm
around
sorry,
my
I-
wrist.
I was
Okay.
stabbing. I was a mistake. I thought it went in. I didn't mean it. I thought that's how they were.
He
They
didn't
didn't
mean it.
mean
He
It
didn't-
literally
he-
did go in.
He
It's-
didn't mean it. It's fine. That's just my.
It
It's
was. I
fine.
thought it was.
Wait, what is that?
What?
Where did you get that from?
That's my corsage. I got it from the dresser. There's a lot of them over there.
I'm
Your
bleeding.
corsage.
Can we please hang
That's
on?
my mom's corsage from her wedding.
Oh, I feel
married
dizzier than when all I
17
ate
years.
for 4 days was cabbage. Can I?
That's
have a
even more
Band-Aid, please?
sentimental.
Are you okay?
Wow.
What the fuck, Tom? And I'm gonna take Harley's hand.
Hey,
Harley, come with me, and I'm gonna take her to the bathroom. Oh my
Okay.
God. And I'm gonna
So-
open that. Yeah. Okay.
Tom, you remain in the maybe they go into the master bathroom, and you remain in the master bedroom, and you're just kind of like, what? Bella, while
summer
this
bed.
chaos is happening, are you here just kind of watching it happen? Are you in the dining room getting your hair and makeup done? Like, what's the sitch? What are you up to?
I think at this point I would probably go in with Hannah to try to help Harley.
Thank you.
Okay, so you
I'll walk
three
in there with you guys.
out
Yeah.
into the master bathroom, which is like
And the smell of her blood is just really
Oh no, it's not. No, it's
Oh,
not.
no.
No, it's
Oh,
not
no.
actually.
feels like dinner's ready in there. you know?
No, it doesn't. No.
oh.
Um.
You might see a little bit like Bella comes into the bathroom, and instead of looking like, well, this sucks, she's looking like she's trying to get closer to Harley, which she
a
never
great
ever
time.
tries to get closer to Harley ever.
Can I see the wound?
Wait.
Can I take a closer look?
Bella.
I just want to help,
Bella.
however
Tom,
I can.
Bella. Okay.
Yeah?
Okay. Harley, sit down
Yeah,
on.
okay.
Just go sit
Maybe
down.
I should go hang out with Tom. You're right. Maybe.
So, Bella, Tom, that's my.
Yeah,
you see
yeah.
the rose. The rose.
Harley,
was
what's
my,
your blood type? Just unrelated.
Bella,
Okay, I'll go. I'll
Listen
go.
to me.
I'll go.
Tom,
Yeah,
Tom
go ahead, go.
just destroyed something personal
Yeah.
to me. Can
Okay,
you just go,
yeah, you're right.
Can
You're
you
right.
just
I'll
go
go
yell
fix
at
it.
him or something?
Yeah, I will.
Thank you.
I will.
And I'm weak, like, don't yell at Tom. And I start to like sway backwards into like the bathtub a little bit.
How much blood are you losing?
She hasn't eaten a lot. She's not doing great.
You're not losing that much.
No,
but
she's
haven't-
maybe I get faint at the sight of blood, Blue Jay.
That's
You-
entirely possible. It could happen. You're right. That's possible. Unlikely,
Seems like a
but
likely
possible.
thing.
I like stab someone's pass out.
Okay, and then I'm gonna open up like the medicine cabinet and get like the first aid kit and get a bandage roll thing, and I'm just gonna like wipe away the blood and then roll around your wrist a bit.
Thank
Would you
you.
consider you're doing the healing move?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh wait, does that mean
No, it's not the sexy one.
okay?
Jeez, easy, Tiger. Just
I mean,
I was like, wait.
it doesn't need to be the sexy one. It could be.
it's not
if
the
you want
sexy
it.
one.
If you wanted it
but
to
what?
be.
But what if?
You like lean in. I'm like,
Where's the healing? I think that if you just have time and like safety, you can just do a healing move and you just heal 1 harm. And then if you wanted to heal more harm, then you would do the sexy bit.
Okay.
I only have 1
You
harm
just get
anyway, so it's
1.
fine. That's okay. I only have
Oh
1
yeah,
harm.
when you take time to tend your wounds once per session, you may heal 1 harm.
Okay. Dunsies.
So you wrap Harley's wrist with a little bit of gauze and maybe, I don't know, rinse as much of the blood off of her cuff as possible. It's still a little like coppery, like rust looking, but it's not like bright red blood. And maybe if you wash it appropriately, you could get the blood out. Maybe not like you have any experience with that, Harley. But like once it's clean, you notice like, okay, well, it's not as bad as I thought. You put a little Neosporin on it and it's all taken care of. Hannah and Harley, you're now like in some sort of privacy. Do you want to have any kind of conversation, or are you going to be exiting back into the rest of the group?
I'm going to ask. So wait, you and Tom have been a thing for a while?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, like, when he first got here, there was an obvious connection, you know, and recently he's been closer with me, which I appreciate, and I'm, like, that's how things are meant to be, you know what I mean? So I think that we're really, like, yeah, I mean, we're not dating yet, I haven't spoken to him properly at all, but, like, he's looking at me pretty differently, and I can tell that basically means he's probably in love with me at this point, which is fair.
I don't want to, like, cause any drama. Just like, I mean, it was only like a few days ago, I think, but we were in science class together and he was telling me he was going to marry Emily, and just like he was really set on it. Like,
yeah.
And he was asking me for advice to talk to her. And maybe he's changed, but I just wanted, because I know what happened with Brad and I don't want you to and
you don't, right. I don't think Tom would cheat on me. That doesn't seem like his kind of thing. I feel like he's a very, you know, he's very dedicated and he's very thoughtful and considerate, and he's very
very passionate, like out the gate.
Yeah, which is good. I really like that about him, like that drive, you know, I really admire the drive. So I think it's fine. And like I'm genuinely no, I think it's fine. Like I think he's like really into me, and I'm not you know, insecure about it. I appreciate that. That's really nice of you. But I think like he knows he's meant to be with me. Like he's realized it. So now it's just like set, you know what I mean? So it's fine.
Well, I mean, if you're happy, then I'm happy.
Right. Thank you. How about you and did you like you and Bella? Has anything happened there ever since like the closet?
And like my face immediately is like beetroot red, and I'm just like, well,
have you guys spent any time together since the closet thing?
Yeah, we've spent a bit of time together.
That's nice. Do you think that you're gonna like dance with her at homecoming or anything?
Well, I mean, maybe. Actually, Chad said something really nice.
What did he say?
I know we're going against each other, so maybe it's weird, I don't know. But if I were to win and Chad were to win, then he said he'd give the crown to Bella.
Oh, that's really nice. I mean, don't worry. I don't care who wins Homecoming Queen. I really don't. Like, it would be fun and everything, but I already know I'm like the center of attention most of the time, so it'd be nice to, you know, hand it off to somebody else for a night. So I honestly don't care who wins Homecoming Queen. I hope that you do. I hope that you win Homecoming Queen. And I mean that also. It's like, that's genuine.
Thank you, I think. Sometimes you say things and it feels like you're trying to be really mean, but
I'm not trying to be really mean. It happens. You know,
yeah.
Sometimes I just say things and they're just mean things to say. But I honestly hope that you do win Homecoming Queen. And I hope that you dance with Bella.
Thank you.
It's okay. I like your dress, by the way.
Thanks. I hope you can get the stain out of yours. It's really pretty.
Yeah, it's okay. I got a bit of red. Now we match. It's okay. And I get up. And what happened to the robes that I had? Like the corsage that I had?
I mean, you can like actually pin it and not.
Okay, I actually pin it.
Just wasn't paying attention.
I actually pin it, I guess.
Okay.
So yeah.
So is there anything else in the dining room? Marissa and Emma and Cordelia have very professionally done each other's makeup, and they're all looking like, Barbie dolls or whatever. Like they're looking like Harley's matching set of girlfriends. It's really creepy, actually. But if they're happy, then whatever. And Chad is just like, I think he's sitting at the dining room table and allowing Emma to put like highlight and contour on his face.
Love that. Um, I was just wondering. I just realized. When it comes to going to homecoming, I was thinking that we have like a spare seat in the car that we came in. So Chad, do you want to come with us? And then Hannah and Bella and Tom, you guys can all go together, I guess. I mean, Bella, I feel like you drove Tom, right? You're really helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you have a spare, like, I mean, I don't want, like, I know you don't want like us in your car. It's fine. Do you want like to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, cool. All right. Anyway, sorry, I just want to do that really quick. I'm a control freak, I know. Okay, carry on. And I sit in the corner and do my hair.
Okay. And Chad's just like, look, don't I look like more grown up now? And he turns back to look at, like, I don't know, Hannah and Bella, who are like coming out of the back bedroom.
You look very, very handsome.
You look like
Very
what
grown
a
up.
man looks like.
Thanks.
Handsome.
Very handsome.
Sure.
Oh, you could totally sit down now. I'm done. And like he shrugs, like he's got the jacket like over his shoulder, like, fashion runway over his shoulder. And he's just like, I'm all ready to go, like whenever. So cracker?
Sure. And I just take a cracker with no cheese or ham on it, and I eat the cheese and ham tasting cracker. But
So,
it's
is
fine.
there anything else that any of y'all want to do, like as a getting ready scene or like a private conversation pre-homecoming dance? Or are we just gonna like montage it?
I guess I should probably pull Tom aside and check that he has his speech prepared for Homecoming King. So
Okay, that happens. Do it.
okay. Hey, the contour looks
Yeah.
good. That's nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What is
okay.
that?
It's the yeah. Okay. Do you have a
Yeah.
speech ready for when you win Homecoming King?
What?
So when you win Homecoming King, everyone's gonna be looking at you, and then you have to kind of give a speech and say like, "Thank you everybody for
Oh.
voting for me. Like, thank you Harley for like supporting me through my whole time at the school.
Oh.
Like, thank you. It's like thanking people that are important to you. So, do you have that?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
I don't have any of that written, but I could probably just kind of like
You don't
fly
even
by
need
the
it.
seat of my pants.
Yeah. No, you're.
I
good.
think I
Yeah.
could probably get away with just saying thanks a bunch and then just letting it slide.
Yeah, you're really good at like improvising and that kind of thing. Like you'll literally be fine. I just want to remind you that like that's a thing. You have a speech as Homecoming King, so just get ready for
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
And I mean, if I get Homecoming King, I mean, like everybody already voted for me so much, so they already love
Yeah.
me. It wouldn't even matter if I had something wrong or whatever.
Yeah, nothing's gonna go wrong. You're gonna get Homecoming King. Don't worry. Okay, cool.
Okay.
That was all. I just want to double check. And I schooled away to eat more crackers that'll kill me out.
All right.
Yeah,
Is there
I'm gonna
anything
die on
else,
that
or are we
stage.
doing the everyone gets makeup and hair and dress, and then your mom takes pictures montage?
Oh, the mom's taking pictures. Oh my god, Amelia.
Of course she has to. Is that
Yeah,
okay? So we
she
have
does.
we have the montage, and I just imagine the picture that we have for the campaign, but instead of wearing your like school uniforms, you're all wearing your homecoming dresses, and like Tom probably like blinks in every picture except for one, and the one picture that Tom doesn't blink in, everyone's kind of got like a weird stretched, not like comfortable smile because it took so long. But it's the only picture where his eyes are open, so we're totally gonna deal with it. And then Amelia kind of like waves goodbye to everybody as you two pile into the two separate cars. Bella, you're gonna be driving Tom and Hannah, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then I think who has the car? Whose car are you using?
In my head, it's like Emma's car or Cordelia's car.
Okay, so I think that being the second captain, is it Emma is like
Yeah.
your second?
Yeah,
She
Emma's,
has like a it's like a fancy SUV, whereas your mom has like a soccer mom SUV. This is like slightly more like chic. I don't know, but it's still big enough that you can bring the cheerleading squad with you to locations because you guys don't have like a bus.
Cool.
So you've made sure to have like somebody has a car that can fit people. No, there's no limo. We're not made of money. Excuse
This is
you.
Bane's fault. Like, I broke up with Brad. I don't get the limo treatment anymore.
So
see
you all
you
pile
guys.
into the car, and Chad like is talking with, I don't know, Emma's in the driver's seat, so he's probably talking to Marissa about like the tiny bit of cartoons that he knows, and he thinks that the cartoons in anime are the same, but they're absolutely not, and Marissa keeps trying to correct him. And y'all pull away to go to homecoming, which will just be at the school gym. So, Harley, do you go anywhere before homecoming?
Can we go to the forest that's on the way to Hannah's house? Can we go there?
Absolutely, you can
Yeah.
pull off the road
That's
randomly
so
for no
great.
reason.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm just
Yeah.
thinking we should just like pull off for a sec, take a little bit. We can all just like have some drinks, you know. We can just give Chad
Oh,
a
you're
drink.
pre-drinking.
Yeah, we're
Nice.
pre-drinking. Yeah, we can just give Chad a drink. It's fine. I'll give it to him. It's open. It's fine.
Okay, so you like pull off. Emma pulls off the road, and down like a misused, like a not used very often driveway a little bit, and she gets out of the car, and Chad's sitting in the back. He's like, "Pretty sure this isn't the way to school." What do you say?
Oh no, it's not the way of the school. We just wanted to like have a brief little like detour thing, just to like just see where your head's at. You know what I mean? Because here's what I'm thinking. Right. So Hannah told me that you told her that if you win Homecoming King, you're gonna give the crown to Bella, which is like so sweet and so nice, and Hannah would love that. Why don't you just not run for Homecoming King at all though? You could do that instead, right? And then just like let Tom win, and Tom will probably hand it off as well, right? He'd probably do that.
Well, like, I mean, I don't have a time machine, but if I did, I could go and not run. But then, like, we would have to get Bella to run for Homecoming King.
Oh my god.
So
yeah.
that, because and I make brownies for them.
made all the
Like,
brownies,
I totally,
and we forged all the
totally
votes,
do that.
and I've killed everyone. Right? Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
Sorry, what?
Huh? No, I've been like killing myself working on my own campaign. Is what I mean. It's just like really,
Right.
it's a lot of effort. Okay. You're big. You're really tall. Oh gosh.
Yeah. My dad and mom are both tall.
You're
Yeah.
really.
And
You're
so-
yeah.
So are my brothers.
That's really cool. All right. So
I'm actually the shortest in my family.
that's so interesting. Okay. Emma, could you just give me the thing, please? Can I just
What's the thing that Emma gives you?
a knife, please? I just like a knife.
Yeah, so Emma hands you a knife, and Chad looks at it, and he's like, "Are you sure we shouldn't just like, I don't know, go to homecoming?"
No. Oh my god, no. Chat it's like a okay. So you know how it's like Victorian Gothic? This is like a prop knife, and I want to check if it like works properly.
right.
And you have like really hard abs. So I'm thinking
do.
it'll be
I do
really
have
you
really
do.
hard
So can I just check really quick that it works?
I would like you to rule.
Give me
You're
a minute.
trying to fool Chad, he's not a super complicated dude, but he's also not just gonna let you stab him without you making a roll.
I also
I
would just
feel
like
like
to
you're
say,
trying to keep your cool here.
I would say that too. I also just want to add, remember I told you I do have that skill that I picked, which lets me
I
add
don't
one.
remember what it was.
It's I add one to any rolls I make while lying. So can I add
Okay.
one to this roll? Because I'm being
Yes,
like,
you
yeah, it's a prop
absolutely
knife.
can.
Okay, cool. Very nice. Very cool moves.
Okay. So you roll a 10 to succeed. You absolutely keep your cool, and Chad does not see through your lie at all. So he's just like, "Oh yeah, prop knife, rad." And then
Yeah.
he like takes his suit jacket and he like unbuttons it, and he's just like, "Here you go." And he like what's it called? He flexes his pecs and abs, and you can like see the buttons on his shirt like gape just a little bit, but it's a fitted shirt. It fits well, so it doesn't rip or anything.
I stab Chad in one of his vital organs. I guess.
All right. So you stab him, and there's this look in his face that is just like, it goes from like, I'm super buff and look cool, and I'm helping you test your prop knife that you're gonna use at the dance, to like, that really hurt, ow, to like, all the blood is draining out of my body. And he kind of like goes concave a little bit with a knife sticking out of his stomach, and he puts his hand forward onto your shoulder, and like a lot of his weight also forward onto your shoulder. So like you might stumble back, like it's a lot, but he's not like punching you or anything. It's just like he puts his hand forward onto your shoulder and like is kind of grasping at you for life. And unfortunately, you having had experience with killing people before, know where to stab for a quick death. So it takes just a moment before his knees collapse out from under him. And Chad, who is once much taller than you, is now looking up at you from kneeling on the ground with his white shirt stained with blood. And he looks into your face and he's just like, why'd you do that?
I really need Tom to win Homecoming King. I really wish you'd just not run. I'm sorry. And I just like push him over, I guess, so he hits the ground.
Yeah, and he falls over and falls unconscious and very, very soon deceased. And what do you do?
I just look back at Amber and Cordelia and Marissa, and I guess I'm like, okay, so, and like I'm coming unhinged a little, and I'm like, okay, so obviously we don't have time to do the normal, we don't have the stuff to do the normal things, so we have to hide this somewhere. Suggestions, go, come on.
Cordelia steps forward and grabs the shovel from the back of Emma's car, and she's like, I'll stay and bury him and then arrive late.
Okay, yeah, do that. It doesn't even need to be deep. We can just like come get it later. I don't care. Just hide it so that it doesn't get, I don't know, wolves don't dig it up or some shit, whatever. Okay.
You can you leave. You need to be there. And yeah, I'll take care of this.
Okay, cool. And I get back in Emma's car and I drive away.
And Emma and Marissa both look like absolutely nothing happened, and get in the car and resume happy trails to the homecoming dance.
Do I have blood on me? I don't. I should check.
I mean, you already last time you killed someone mentioned that you are experienced enough
That's
with
true.
arterial spray to know to get out of the way.
Okay.
But Hannah, Bella, and Tom, you arrive at the homecoming dance, and it's the school auditorium, but it's been done up. And you've been to school dances before, but this one is like, I don't know whether it's the decorating committee has gone like hardcore or whether there's some kind of other influence, but when you walk into the auditorium, it looks way better than it has for any dance before. And you'll all notice, because you've been to the fairy realm before, that the swaths of fabric on the walls that are covering the bleachers and the windows are very familiar of the fairy realm, just done in like blacks and reds instead. There is a series of tables that have been laid out on the outsides of the dance floor, and there's not a DJ so much as there is like a playlist that's been expertly curated, and it's piped out of the gym speakers similarly, but like obviously way less cool, to the music that just kind of suffuses the air in the fairy realm. And students have already started to arrive, and everyone is like milling around the tables to the outside of the dance floor, but no one has yet dragged their partner onto the floor. The bravery is at a low. All of these teenagers are afraid to, be the first one to dance, but you arrive at the dance and enter. And is the homecoming dance, is it like, is there anything that you need a ticket for? Or is it just like anyone who wants to walk in could walk in? Like, is there a table where you have to like give your homecoming ticket or like sign in that you're there?
I'm guessing we'd have to like go past Emily, and
I
she's
assume
like,
she's like
she's
taking
looking at
tickets,
us like, like nostrils flare, like just like.
Right. So Emily, the student class president, is standing at a table that's obviously just one of those plastic Costco tables, but has had a tablecloth draped over it. And she's wearing a dress that it looks very expensive, but also not on theme at all. It's like a fancy blue prom dress, with like gemstones and rhinestones on the bodice. And she's checking off of the student body that have arrived at the dance and handing people like little gift baggies or something, which you now have to carry around for the remainder of the entire dance, which is stupid, but like that's a very Emily thing to do. And she has her hair all up and looks very good for Emily. And you walk up to her and she does this like grimace that is, I'm totally smiling, but also I hate you.
Hi, Emily.
Hannah.
Hi again.
So nice to see you. Tom.
Hey, Emily, we're just trying to get in the dance.
So
Yeah,
you
what
don't
we
have
gotta
your
do?
camera?
Can we
Yeah, I
just
hope you're having a good evening so far, Emily.
hope you're having a great time, Emily, but we'd like to go to the dance.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Bella Hawthorne. Okay, we have Hannah Lewison. And Tom, you're still rather new, so I'll just write your name on the bottom there. Check, you're here.
Mm.
All right, everybody, here's your gift bags.
Oh, thank you.
Do you
Yeah.
want mine?
Ooh.
Huh?
Me?
I'll take yours.
Okay, yeah, Tom, here, have two.
Does
Oh,
anyone open the bag?
I would like to like
I
have
do.
a look. Yeah.
Tom opens it up, yeah.
Immediately, I ripped the side of it. Like I just, oh hell yeah.
So Tom, like Hannah, you gently open the like drawstring, but Tom just like rips the side of the bag and glitter just falls on the floor, and a small hand sanitizer, a fun size bag of M&Ms, and a tiny those gummies that are shaped like champagne bottles that have
Oh, yeah.
liquid in them. Have you ever had those? The gummies.
Oh,
with-
yes.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I think so.
tiny little gummy like that, and it has like a little like note, a tag tied onto it that says "Thanks for not drinking," and it's obviously being put together by like the
Oh,
parent teacher conference or something.
Awkward.
So that just all falls on the floor.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
pick
the
it up off
wax
the ground and
ones,
eat
yeah.
all of it immediately. Like me, even some hand sanitizer squidge. I just put it all in my hand. And I eat as much as I can right at one go.
Disgusting. Have a great
Aw.
time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Emily.
Yeah.
You too.
Don't forget to eat my bag too, Tom. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Oh.
Oh God.
Tom, you can have my. It's here you go.
Oh,
Tom.
you guys are so nice.
Don't feed him that much hand sanitizer. He's gonna die. Okay, he's totally fine. It's fine. It's fake hand sanitizer. They didn't have enough money, and it wasn't
take it.
available in any of the stores.
I am gonna get drunk on the alcohol and the hand sanitizer.
Great. Tom's drunk. Okay, so you go down the stairs into the like recessed gym area because the bleachers are all like tucked in, but there's still, you have to like go down the stairs to get there. And do you do anything before Harley and the rest of the cheerleaders arrive? Are you seeking anyone out, or
Depending what song is playing, I would probably be like, we could just dance, like, even though no one else has, someone needs to do it first. Come on, little crew, my two buddies.
It's whatever song.
Okay.
I don't feel like Googling.
I take a flask
It's
out
a
from
dance
inside my
song.
dress. I take a
It's,
flask with
it's not
alcohol out,
slow.
and we start drinking. I take a flask out
Oh,
Nice.
of my dress.
That was really well hidden.
Yeah, it was hidden in my tits. Now I would love to
Bella,
make this dance more easy to get through.
come on.
Are you in?
We can have fun without. We
Are
don't.
you in?
I want some.
Sure, but
I'm already buzzed on hand sanitizer. I'd like some more. I'd like yes.
Here,
I'll-
just
I mean,
get some
I'll have a
punch and I'll
sip,
pour
but-
some. I'll just pour a little bit in yours. It'll be fine.
okay.
Cool.
All right, so you guys go over to the like refreshments table.
We go to the punch bowl.
It's just Kool-Aid. Yeah. It's in a
Cool.
very fancy punch bowl. And no one's really standing next to it except for the dance chaperone, Mr. Thorpe.
You're not gonna
who
spike the punch, are you?
I was gonna
turns
say we could.
down as he senses someone approaching and is like, Hannah, everyone
Hi.
else looking lovely
Hi.
tonight.
You too.
Oh, and he's definitely wearing like a very fancy like tuxedo. He's wearing what Tom is fake wearing, but pulling it off so much better.
Tom just a Walmart Mr. Thorpe.
Yeah, you definitely like you see them standing next to each other, and Tom is wearing like a silk scarf as a cravat and a dressing gown as like a jacket of some sort, but Mr. Thorpe is wearing like what looks like an actual fancy silk cravat tied in like a really professional way, and he has like an actual fitted suit jacket and tapered like slim fit slacks and very shiny shoes, and he looks like he's got French cuffs, he's got cufflinks, his hair's all like suave but still like loose enough that you could run your fingers through it. He looks, and Tom looks,
Yeah.
I love you,
Oh.
Tom. I'm so
Oh
sorry.
man.
Great, Tom.
No, that's totally fine. I was gonna rail into it. I was gonna say to him like, "Oh man, it's gonna be embarrassing for you. We're wearing the same thing. You and me. You should go change though. Like actually."
I think he
Right.
looks absolutely fine, great, good. And like
Ah.
I want to be complimentary, but it like I know Bella is not a fan, and I'm just like I don't know what I can say. And it's like
I just drink
I-
more.
I
Oh, no.
I
You
love
can see
the
that Mr. Thorpe like side eyes your flask but doesn't say anything.
I love the decorations.
Thank you. I was part of the council that set it all up. Obviously, it's more expensive than perhaps the other dance decorations have been, but we found room in the budget. I just thought homecoming senior year should be a good time, right?
I think it was worth it.
Well, don't you all usually hang out with Harley and the cheerleaders? Where is she?
They were driving over separately with Chad.
Right. Well, if you wanted, when the gang is all here, just let me know. I believe that Emily's already here. So the rest of the, I don't know, contestants for homecoming court should all be here by then. I'll make an announcement about the winners when
Oh,
sound good?
sounds good. Yeah.
Right. Well, have fun. It's nice. And he's like looking around at all the teenagers, and you can see like underneath his like, I'm a teacher and this is a good student engagement thing. You can see like underneath that, because you've like gotten to know the other side of him. There's this like sneer of like, this is disgusting and I can do this so much better. But he doesn't say it. And maybe for like Bella and Tom, it's not as obvious because they don't know him as the fairy king or anything. But for you, Hannah, it's like, oh, okay, there's this darkness underneath.
Yeah.
Harley, now is the time you just arrive with your coterie
I arrive and
and you come
give
like traipsing down the stairs.
I show up to see Emily, and I'm sure she's happy to see me.
We can just Emily doesn't matter anymore.
Emily's
so-
gone. I'm there. I immediately walk up to Tom. And I guess you're all together, right? Okay, I walk up to Tom and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sound kind of crazy, and I lean my hand on Tom's chest very dramatically, but I'm addressing everybody. I'm gonna sound crazy, but we stopped in the woods for a bit, and something like attacked us, like some wild thing just like took Chad. Like it was I think Cordelia is like still I don't know where Cordelia went. Like, and I just like yeah. Whoa.
Harley, can you roll again to keep your cool?
Of course I can.
And you are definitely lying. So
Yes. Pog.
Boy!
mark experience.
Whoa.
That's not the one you want to
Oh.
fail on. Oh,
Okay,
no.
so Bella and Hannah, you hear this, and Bella especially, like, you know the creatures in the woods are the wolves. You've met them, and you asserted your dominance, and you know that they would not attack anyone that smelled like you. And considering you were just in a house with all of those people, there's no fucking way.
And I
That-
saw the blood on her hands that one day by the locker.
You can
yeah.
also definitely smell, like, there's no blood like on her outfit, but you can smell this, like, Chad is just all over her, and it's definitely the like copper smelling blood smell. Like, you smell it. Hannah, you're just like, Harley has lied to you so many times that you just immediately are like, that's a lie. That's a straight up lie. Tom, when you ignore some blatant problem with your lover, mark experience. So you don't see
Thank
anything
you.
wrong
That's
with Harley
exactly it.
at all. Mark experience.
Nah. She went to the woods and smelled flowers. I don't know why she got attacked.
We heard that.
That
but
was
just
something.
slightly. You did great, Tom. That audio is
Oh,
crisp
no.
as a spring morn.
Honestly, if Tom's audio keeps doing that, it might just be better if he comes and sits in your camera. Harley.
That's yeah. How about we see if it does it one more
That might
time?
be- yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, so that happens.
You. Sorry, he what?
He just like
Yeah.
got
What
like,
beast? What are you trying to? What kind of animal?
I don't know if it was. I mean, I guess it had to have been an animal. I don't know. It was just like this thing.
You
like,
must have seen it.
I
like you
didn't.
just
I
said
was
you
just like freaking out. It's dark in the woods. It just like.
Why did you stop in the woods to begin with?
Why would you stop in the woods? That makes no fucking sense.
Well, because we like wanted to just like have some alcohol or something, okay? And I didn't want
Have some alcohol or something. What did you do?
I swear you've like never
Where's
drunk
Emma? Where's
at any
Cordelia?
party we've had. You have never.
Isn't Amma and Marissa with me? I thought. Yeah.
Oh,
they're with
Cordelia
me.
is the one that isn't here.
Yeah, Cordelia's one that isn't here.
And
Yeah,
Marissa was in the car.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go find Marissa.
she's with me right now. She's
She's
Okay,
right behind.
I'm
she's
gonna
right
talk to
behind
her-
Harley. and
I'm gonna
she's-
talk to Marissa
Okay.
as an aside whenever that's allowed.
Okay. Harley, do you like allow her to leave you?
What, Marissa?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. She's getting unhinged. She's fine. I have to find Mr. Thorpe. Is the only thing that I care about right now. I gotta find Mr. Thorpe. and
He's
figure
with
out-
us.
He's with us.
I think that
I
he
thought
had
he
walked
walked away.
off.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought he
unless
walked
he went.
off. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Holly just cares about talking to Mr. Thorpe and figuring out what the homecoming king. Da da da. But
Okay,
yeah.
so Bella, you wanted to talk to Marissa. Like, you can definitely, she willingly like steps a few like steps away from the rest of this argument. Like, while Hannah and Harley and Tom and Emma are still like having a like but what conversation, Marissa steps away with you.
And were they all in the car and like saw this shit happen?
They were all there, yeah. Are you asking Marissa this?
I'm about to.
Okay.
So Marissa, how was the drive here?
Fine. I don't know. No potholes or whatever.
Why did you
I
guys
kept
stop at
talking
the?
about
Why did you
cartoons.
guys stop at the forest?
I mean, it's like what Harley said. We were doing some pre-gaming. And you don't smell any alcohol on her breath.
Really? What did you drink?
Vodka? She's lying.
Really? Where is it? Do you have any more left?
It's in the car still, which is like, I mean,
You've changed a lot, Marissa.
yeah, for the better.
No, not for the better. I just want you to know you were my best friend in the whole world, and you just literally abandoned me like every other friend I've made in my entire life. And now here you are, lying to my face. I know you haven't drank alcohol. I can't explain how I know, but you are a liar. And it really sucks that things had to go this way because I really, really loved you as a friend. You were really important to me. And who even are you anymore?
Well, you know what, Bella? I'm really sorry about your bad attitude, but when Hannah leaves you like everyone else has in your life, don't come crying to me. All right? All right.
You're going to regret saying that. You're going to really regret it.
And she's just like,
have a nice homecoming.
You too. And she does the like perky cheerleader, like head wave, and then turns back to go to Harley.
I swear I'm going to eat that bitch.
Okay, so Harley, Hannah, Tom, you're still like in a circle. This has taken like no time at all because it's magic of TV. Hannah, you knew Harley was lying. You're trying to confront her with it. Do you want to make any sort of roll to get her to tell the truth, or like look into the darkness, or ignore her completely and go find Chad, or like
just vibe out? What's the plan?
If you find a mirror, you could ask it where Chad is.
That's what I would like to do eventually. But as I think I'm just gonna straight up accuse her of lying. And
okay, go ahead.
You're lying.
This conversation is still happening when like Bella and Marissa have walked away, but
Holly, you are lying. You don't drink. You haven't drunk at any party we've been at. You're just
Well, I wasn't gonna drink, but the others wanted to.
I don't believe you.
I'm sorry, I'm in shock. I'm sorry that you don't believe me. You never believe me anyway, but
That's actually untrue. I have been on your side throughout everything. I am always there for you, no matter how many times you put me down. I always back you up, no matter what, and you just lie to me constantly.
No, I don't. Everyone does that. That's not...
Everyone lies to me. Is that what you're saying? Because you sure do.
Look, I'm just telling you what I saw, okay? We went to the woods. Everyone else was gonna drink some alcohol. Chad's gone. Cordelia, I don't know what she's doing. That's the truth, okay? I don't know what you want me to say. I'm sorry that he's not here right now. Maybe he'll get here in time. I don't know. But like,
you
what
fucking
do you
did
think?
anything to him, Harley, and then I'm just gonna like walk away and like go to the bathroom.
And I'll follow Hannah to the bathroom.
Harley, do you do anything before she leaves? Like, are you gonna try and like get her to drop it? Like, she knows that you're lying, but like you could still attempt to do something else too, or are you just gonna let her go?
Oh God.
You still have to talk to Mr. Thorpe.
I do still have to talk to Mr. Thorpe. It's true. I have 2 strings on Hannah and I want to use one somehow. And I just,
So the strings move enables you to tempt someone to do what you want, give them a condition, add 1 to your roll against them, or add 1 to the harm that you deal them.
Can I add a condition to Hannah of delusional?
Yeah, just tell me like how it is that you're doing it. So when you're giving someone a condition, they don't need to be present, but like talking behind someone's back, like if you talk to someone else and it like spread around, like there still needs to be an action done to give her that condition.
Can I say it as like to Tom, but like it's in hearing radius of other people?
Right.
Okay. Right. So I'm just going to turn to Tom and I'm going to be like, what does she even think that I could have done to him? Like, she's delusional. I don't
even know.
Right?
I think she's going crazy because like you're just having fun in the woods like any normal person.
Yeah, she's being so crazy.
Normal.
It's ridiculous.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
Weird, dude.
She is. You're right. Thank you so much. And I feel like validated and at peace with the world.
All right, so spend 1
of you're going down too, buddy. It's time. It's time.
We're gonna make it so those arms don't grow back, bitch.
So spend 1 of your strings on Hannah, and Hannah, you will take the condition delusional. Okay, so we see this conversation where Harley obviously has her tone raised so everyone in the radius hears it and starts spreading it around because she used a move and she has power. So it just starts spreading around slowly as rumors and gossip do. And we see Hannah and Bella like stomping off towards, you said, the bathroom?
Yeah.
All right. What do you do?
I am headed straight for a mirror, and I'm like,
Mhm.
just the kind of angry where I don't like. I'm not holding the door open for Bella as she like follows me or anything. I'm just like, I have one set mind. I want to get to a mirror right now, and I would like to first look upon Cordelia.
Okay, so if you could roll with dark for me. Wait, do you have a string
Oh.
on Cordelia?
No.
Okay, so you won't be able to get a better roll than the partial success. So you see, like before, like all the times that you've spent with Cordelia in the past, like running like a movie and fast forward, or like a tape being rewound. Like you just see it all like speed by you, but you can't, without a string on her, spend any to figure out what she's doing like right now. So yeah, you look at the mirror and maybe like you put your hands on the side of the sink and just like lean forward to it.
Mhm.
The door, which is one of those like swinging doors, when you push into the bathroom, it almost slams back in Bella's
Mhm.
face, but like she catches it and pushes in after you, and you look in the mirror and you just see all of the times that you've spent with Cordelia in the past. And like while you're seeing this, you also see like when you were a part of the cheerleading squad and things weren't as weird and awful, and like you thought that you were all friends, and then all of a sudden like you were ostracized. And so that's all you see, though. You don't see what she's doing right now.
Okay, then I'm gonna look at Chad.
Okay, do you have anything to like add anything to this roll at all?
No, I don't have any strings on any of them.
But yeah, I don't really think that you've done anything to Chad that would give you a string on him.
No.
Yeah, so unfortunately you're just gonna have to try and roll well.
You
Go
got
for
this.
it. Yes.
There she goes.
So you maybe you just weren't close enough to Cordelia. Your head is just full of Chad. And so when you look for Cordelia, it's just like a mess and you can't really focus. But then you're like, I didn't want to look for Cordelia anyway. It's Chad that I wanted to see. And you get the fast forward of all the time you spent together. There was that one time when he let you paint his nails, when you had like a sleepover. There was another time when like you brought them all pizza after football practice. There was some time when you guys studied together, but then you gave up on that because Chad is a goofy dork, but he's not really gonna be a scholar of any time. And then it all like stops, like freeze frames on the present moment, and you see what looks like cookie crumbs being thrown at the camera screen, and then it like pans back and you realize it's shovels full of dirt being flung at the unmoving, eyes open face of Chad as he's laying in a very shallow ditch in the woods, with Cordelia still wearing her homecoming dress, shoveling dirt over his body.
I'm just gonna.
Hannah, what do you see?
It's just like very deep breaths, and I turn around and I'm like leaning back on the sink and just being like, and I look up at Bella, just like, Bella, do you want to fucking eat Holly?
I've never wanted to do something more.
Oh my fucking god!
What
She-
happened? What did you see? What did you see? What did?
I think she and them. I think they fucking killed Chad. I can't.
What?
Cordelia is burying him right now.
What the fuck?
And she's.
Do you want to go there? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Or
I don't know. We need to find her. We need to find her.
And with
is she
that,
here?
we will take a quick break while we can decide what the next step is in our vengeance scheme. Thank you all so much for your consistent support. Just so you know, if you are dressed up, you can use the hashtag Baines Falls Homecoming on Twitter, and we will see your very cool homecoming outfits, and we'll be able to envision you in our mind's eye at the dance with us. So make sure to do that, and we'll see you in 10 minutes. Hello,
Hello.
everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Oh my goodness. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're so glad to have you. This episode has definitely not been super tense and great. The finale, the final countdown of Teen Monsters. I'm really excited. Previously on Harley killed Chad, and that was the only important thing that happened.
Yeah.
So we come back after the commercial break to see Harley and Tom are in the gym dance floor. And Harley, you were seeking out Mr. Thorpe?
I was, yeah. So I'd like to go find Mr. Thorpe.
Okay, well, he's like around. It's
Okay.
not a super crowd. I mean, it is crowded. All of the people that go to school with you are here now. It's been long enough that everyone's filed in, and there are indeed some people on the dance floor. All of them very awkwardly shimmying. But you can find Mr. Thorpe. He is standing near what amounts to the like stage. It has a microphone set up and it is slightly raised. Maybe there's just a platform, or some of the bleachers have been pushed out, so it looks like it functions as a platform. And he's over there kind of like testing the mic a little bit and getting ready. He's like, "Oh, Harley, Tom, you're here. Perfect."
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
I was just wondering, just want to double check really quickly just for Tom here, and I like gesture
Yeah.
to Tom. We're holding hands as well, like I've dragged him across the dance floor. So I don't know if you noticed, but like Brandon is missing right now, and I'm just wondering, I'm just concerned if someone isn't here and they've like won Homecoming King, what happens? Does it like just go to the next person, or like?
Well, if someone isn't here and they've won, then I suppose we just save the crown for them for school on Monday, or
Hmm.
I mean, it's
Right.
it's not really that important, but we do
Right.
go along with the votes as they are.
That makes sense. Right. And then if the person was like suspended or expelled, would the title of Homecoming King like go to the next person, or?
Why is this so important to you?
Well, I'm just concerned because Brandon's missing, and I understand people might have like voted for him out of pity or just voted for him. And I'm just worried about how that might affect Tom, just because I care about Tom so much,
Yeah.
and I just want the best for him, and I don't want him to have like 99 votes and Brandon has 100, and then Brandon wins, but then Brandon isn't here, and then Tom
Oh.
never gets to have Homecoming
Harley.
King
That'd be
on
horrible.
his
Harley.
team. Yeah.
And he like are you gesturing with your hands? Let's just
Yeah,
say
I'm very like yeah.
And he takes one of your hands and he like holds it between two of his, and he's just like, "I promise everything is going to work out just fine."
You promise? Okay.
Now maybe you should go get some punch or something, or dance off some of that energy.
Okay, yeah. And I turn to
Wow.
Tom and I'm like, do you want to go dance?
Yeah? Oh, God.
Yeah. What's wrong?
No, I'm excited.
Yeah, you know how to dance, right?
No.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I'll teach you. That's okay. We'll just your shoes look really heavy. Please don't step on my feet or anything.
Oh,
okay?
I'm sorry. I wouldn't.
No, it's okay. You don't need to take them off.
Okay. I mean, barefoot's easier, right?
No, don't go barefoot.
Oh,
Then
okay.
it's fine. No,
I'll
it's
put
okay.
it back on.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just go dance. It's totally fine. Okay, and I go off to dance with Tom.
Okay, so Tom and Harley are on the dance floor as Bella and Hannah come storming out of the bathroom upstairs. What do you do, Hannah?
Wait, so can I see Holly?
Yeah, you're standing. So the gym is kind of like sunk into like the ground. Like there's a second story, which is the story you like walk in on. And then all of the bleachers and stairs lead onto the floor where there would usually be like a basketball game, but it's been turned into the dance. So you can come like to the top, like there's like a mezzanine, as it were, where you can look over the gym floor. So you could see where Harley is and then come down the stairs. Yeah, she's in the middle of everything, basically.
Come get me.
Bella,
Yeah, what should we do about this situation?
She hurt Chad, and should I talk to Mr. Thorpe? He could do something? I don't know if he's more powerful. I don't know. She needs to be punished in some way. She needs to face the consequences.
I agree. I absolutely agree. Maybe we could talk to Thorpe, see what he can do, and if he can't do anything, I can take care of it. What do you think?
I would like you to take care of it, but let's go to Mr. Thorpe first. And I'm
just
gonna,
pretend you want to fuck him or something, and maybe he can give us something a little extra.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So you start down the stairs, Hannah, and Mr. Thorpe, who's standing by this microphone, looks up at you, like coming towards him, and like as you're walking down the stairs, he turns on the microphone and does that awful thing where he like taps it and then there's some feedback.
Oh. Okay.
Students of Baines Falls, hi everyone. Thank you so much for coming to homecoming. Congratulations to the football team for trying their best at the homecoming game today. I'm sure you've all been waiting for this moment. Of course, we are ready to announce the homecoming king and queen. And then there's like a smattering of like clapping, which he like is like, yeah, continue clap. All right. If all of the homecoming court could come towards the stage, Hannah, Harley, Tom,
you keep
other
saying
people
that
that
word.
have
I
names.
don't like it. I don't like how you keep saying that word.
Makes me feel special.
I don't like it.
Wow. A court.
So do you come forward?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
come forward.
So Harley and Tom come forward, and Hannah, you are also like right up there with them. Do you like say anything or look at Harley at all while you're like crowded together?
I like give her the dirtiest look of like, just fuck you. Like, just
I just
straight
kind of
out.
smile and just like tilt my head to the side a little bit. Just like,
Alrighty then. Drum roll, please. No one has any drums. It's fine. And he like slowly peels open a very fancy like black and silver envelope and like slides out a card, and he says, "And homecoming queen for the 1990X Baines Falls homecoming dance, Hannah Lewison. Hannah, get up here. Congratulations."
And I'm trying to smile. I'm very mad, but I'm trying to smile because I didn't even expect to win. So I'm just like, okay, yep. And I make my way up.
it's the best moment
So
of your high school
you
life,
come
man.
to the stage, the stage that has been set up, and he like sets the card on a stool and picks up the crown, and he like places it on your head and looks at you, and under his breath he whispers, and he is going to use the string he has on you to tempt you to do what he wants.
Hannah!
Ooh.
Hannah!
And what he wants is, and he says, you know exactly who you are, and you know what she's done. You have the power to make it right. There are consequences for people who cross you. And he would like to tempt you to go into your darkest self.
Yay.
And I will
Would you
accept
accept
that, and
that?
I will go into my darkest self.
Yeah,
Immediately.
go forward.
So
Absolutely.
first thing, take an experience point.
Okay.
And second thing, read what your darkest self is.
Everything you say seems a promise. Everything you hear seems a promise. If a promise is broken, justice must be wrought in trickery or blood. You aren't subject to the human rules of mercy. To escape your darker self, you must in some way rebalance the scales of justice.
All right. Well, it sounds like justice must be wrought in trickery or blood is a great part there. So you hear that, and what is it that, like, is there any visual difference between Hannah being angry and Hannah being Fae Queen Darkest Self angry? Like, is there anything that people would see, or is it like internal? What's the?
I think there's like a visible coldness that kind of, as in like my face is very cold and very steely. Like even if like I'm very pale, but let's just say it gets even paler, and it's just you can tell like normal Hannah is very soft and friendly to everyone, even if they're mean to her. But you wouldn't want to cross this Hannah.
Okay, so you turn away from Mr. Thorpe after he like whispers in your ear and places the crown on your head, and you turn towards everyone gathered in front of you, and there's a light on you. There's like a spotlight, but it suddenly seems like your cheekbones are as sharp as the rhinestones on your crown. Like everything is glittering in you, and maybe it's a trick of the light or maybe it's not, but it's like all of a sudden from like 1 second to the next you've become dark Galadriel. Just like you turn towards the audience, like everyone from your class clapping at you, and your eyes just cut straight to Harley, and it's impossible to miss Harley. You see like, oh, hello, she's not as soft anymore. She's definitely hard and cold and very angry. And then Mr. Thorpe goes back to the microphone and he says, and the homecoming king, drum roll.
I'm like,
Got you again. And he slowly pulls the card out of the envelope and it says, oh, what a surprise there. Tommy Dingle. Tom is the home. Come on up here, Tom.
Okay.
I give him a kiss on the cheek as he walks up to the stage.
I'm so excited. Wow.
How
Okay.
exciting. This is going to be totally fine and not bad at all.
So Tom walks up to the stage and you get the same sort of treatment from Mr. Thorpe, but without the whispering.
Oh.
And he places the crown on your head and just like, whispering something. And just like turns you, like pushes you up next to Hannah, and like maybe just very quickly like is like, okay, everyone will get a picture, and then we have the first dance, the homecoming king and queen first dance. Let's get the lights go down after like someone gets a quick picture that's on the actual yearbook squad and not Tom. And then the lights go down and there's some music that plays and it's like a slow dance song, and Mr. Thorpe like ushers you two off the stage and into the center of a right now empty gymnasium floor with a spotlight on the both of you. What do you do?
I would like to attempt to dance.
One for that.
1 second.
Yeah, I would gaze into the abyss.
Draw upon all of the dancing you've seen in films. And remember, it's been inside you all this time.
Which is
Step
that one
out.
anime night we had.
Okay. So Tom's trying to dance. Do you want to like
Yeah.
roll for this to see how good you are at dancing, Tom?
I would love to. What should I roll?
Wait, are we slow dancing?
It is a slow
Yes,
dance.
you're
Okay,
slow
cool.
dancing. You're slow dancing. So, Tom, do you step on her feet? I think you got to roll to keep your cool. Go
Cool.
roll. With cold.
I'm so happy. I just boosted my cold stat. I'm so happy.
You're going to absolutely kill
It used to be -1. Now it's 0.
Great.
Yay.
Oh, okay.
Partial success. Okay, so you don't step on her feet, but you have absolutely no rhythm whatsoever.
Okay, white boy.
Okay. And as my like arms around Tom's neck, we're like gonna just slowly be rocking back and forth, and just very slowly as like the back of Tom's head is facing towards Harley, I'm gonna look at her and I'm just gonna very slowly start digging my nails as deeply as possible into Tom's neck and just smile at her.
Is this deep enough that I would start screaming? Because I feel like I'd react.
First, Hannah, can you roll volatile for me?
I love
Just like rips your head clean off.
I was ready for like a neck snap. I was horrified.
So what's up? If you were
The
in a
hottest
PC,
thing you've ever
she would've
done,
snapped
Hannah.
your neck. Ha!
Okay, so you rolled volatile and failed. Cool. So let's see.
My neck's too thick. You can't get in there.
You're already in your darkest self. So I think the failure is like it sounded like you were attempting to like harm him so that Harley could see but still not do anything that would be obvious to the rest of the students here, but maybe you don't realize your own strength as you've now fully come into your power, and instead of just digging your nails into his neck, you just like grab and your like whole hand like grips the meat of Tom's neck and just like yanks, and there's just blood everywhere. And Tom, I'm sorry, bud, but
How much harm?
you're gonna take. I'm gonna say you're gonna take 3 harm and like drop onto the floor, but
Oh
you're
my
not
God.
unconscious yet.
I scream and run over the
I think
top.
everyone screams.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I do.
Homecoming king and queen.
Except for Hannah, who is standing there with your flesh in her hands,
Oh.
looking down at you with malice in her eyes.
I didn't do nothing.
Hannah, now that you've accidentally done this, how could Hannah do this?
Why? What could have caused this to happen?
I don't
It's so,
know.
she's crazy.
Crazy.
She's crazy.
She's delusional, that girl.
Delusional.
Everyone who's around is like screaming and running, and Mr. Thorpe is standing like on the stage looking super casual. Bella, what do you do? Because we know Harley's like running towards this.
I am obviously supportive of Hannah, and I'm smiling, and I'm looking at Harley's movements, prepared to like hold her down.
Tom's
if I need to.
dying.
I don't care.
Okay, so you see that Harley is running towards Hannah. Are you gonna try?
No, I'm
to
running
do
towards
anything?
Tom, to be fair, but I guess Hannah is
Well,
in
they're
that
both
vicinity.
I'm
They were
like
so
trying to be behind Hannah or Harley, so that if she tries to run or anything, I'm like,
Okay, so if you're
Into a
not getting
wall.
in the way right now, Harley, you get to Tom on the ground.
Oh.
He's like gasping and like holding his hands to his neck, and just like there's the thick swallowing sound of like blood in his throat. Yeah.
Oh my god. Hey, and I like put my hands on either side of his neck. Hey, Tom, hey, it's me, hey. Don't stop being funny. I'm trying. Hey, okay, you're fine. That's fine. I can't. Okay, hey, it's me. Hey, Tom. Hey, I'm trying to like get him to like respond to me.
I'm probably passed out. There's no way I would be at all
Please,
intelligible.
I can't watch you die again. Don't do
He
this.
needs medical attention.
I'm in shock. Okay.
Do you think he deserves that, Holly?
What? No, obviously not. He hasn't done anything wrong. He's the most
Did
innocent
Chad do
person.
something wrong?
Yeah, but you're not like me, right? You're not a monster, okay? You don't do this. And I can't watch him die again.
Why?
I was gonna like turn, like someone point at, is Amma still around?
Yeah, your clique is still around.
I'm gonna point at Amma and be like, call an ambulance.
She will do so.
Sweet.
Cordelia is like just upstairs, like, and she's got dirt on her shoes, but she just arrived to see all this. So your whole clique is gang's all here, as it were.
I'm going to slowly put my foot on Tom's neck.
Only got one health
Why
left, Hannah.
doesn't he deserve it and Chad does, Holly?
Because I don't know. See, I knew it. I knew everyone did this. I knew everybody just had people that got in their way. And I
How
thought,
did he get in your way?
Because Tom has to succeed. He has like so much potential in him, and he has to be able to fulfill it. And everyone else is just in the way, and I had to help him.
You've known him a week, you psycho.
No, I thought everyone did this. We've been doing it for ages.
You've been doing it for ages. You're the monster here.
No.
And as you say, like, weave, like, coming up behind Harley is Marissa and Emma and Cordelia in their matching outfits, all, like, arrayed behind her. And, like, she's kneeling on the ground with the blood on her hands. And Bella, you get the flashback to seeing her hands covered in blood in the hallway by Emily's locker. And you see them again, like, covered in blood. And you realize, like, oh, that might be what I was seeing. But now she's got her gangs all here, and there's only 2 of you. What do you do?
Can I wolf time?
In order
I'm
to
ready.
get into
Yeah,
your
that's my
dark-
girlfriend.
Dying on the
That's
ground.
my
I'm
girlfriend.
so
That's
dead.
my girlfriend.
I'm fucking toast, dude.
In order to get into your darkest self, you would need to fail on a lash, or 7 to 9 on a lash out physically. You would need to gaze into the abyss, could probably get you there.
I want to gaze.
Okay, so if you want to roll with dark, go ahead.
Tom's
Let me
bleeding
just
out on the
see.
fucking floor.
I think, okay, here you go.
Dogs
Bella,
just-
you took the howl at the moon. When
Okay.
basked in moonlight, you act as if you had dark 3. So you feel this like sensation of like, I really want to wolf out right now. And the light from the moon shines in through one of the like gym like windows, sort of like skylights as it were, and just like shines down on you. So if you want to roll dark with dark 3 instead of -1, I'll give it to you because it's nighttime and shit.
Oh.
Perfect. So you get a 10. Make sure to put your dark back to -1. And you do mark experience for getting into your darkest self as well.
Okay, that means I have 5 experience, so I officially belong to a wolf pack.
Nice. So what happens? You gaze into the abyss of your power, the darkness inside you, and you smell Tom's blood as it permeates the air, and look at Harley and her gang with this rage in your eyes. And all of a sudden, like without even wanting or needing to, you let out this wolf-like howl, and you feel your body start to transform. And the howl is answered from outside of the gym, from the forest that surrounds your town, with other howls. And you can feel that the wolf pack that you encountered in the forest is your pack, and they hear your pain and they will come back you up. It will take some time though.
They'll be here soon.
Wait, are you a wolf yet, or are you just like a person who's just howling?
She's changing.
Okay.
Just
Cordelia,
you wait,
can you-
Harley.
Can you
Just
Cordelia,
you wait,
can you
Harley.
take Tom outside?
Just you wait.
I'm trying to get Cordelia to take Tom and have her run outside.
Cordelia will take Tom. If you would like to not have your full gang to back you up, she will take Tom outside. Yeah.
Oh.
They're going to be outside too. So let's see what happens out there with your little friends, constantly bullying everyone in school, never attempting to redeem yourself. You just stayed a bitch the whole time. You couldn't just not kill somebody that Hannah cared about.
Can I take my foot that is on Tom's neck and kick Harley like off Tom?
I'm trying to give him to Cordelia.
You
Yeah,
can
but
roll-
I'm just imagining you're still like
Right, okay.
hovering
that makes
over
sense.
him. And
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
just, like,
kick me in
gonna
the
kick
face.
your,
Do
like-
it. Hit me. Let's
Yeah.
go. I want to feel something.
Hannah, you can roll volatile.
Okay, well, it's not gonna go well.
I am
but-
surrounded by my gang also, so
Right now you are, yes.
yeah, so that's gonna be
okay,
I don't think
okay,
it helps
okay.
me though, because I'm minus.
Okay, so a
1.
partial
Ooh.
success. On a 7 to 9, you harm them,
No,
but
but I minus
Use
1
1.
from her roll because I'm surrounded by my gang. So
you
she
minus
gets a
1 from the
6.
harm you take, right?
No, it's from the roll against me. So it's she rolled a 6 actually.
Oh, that's true. So you fail.
Oh.
Nice. So Harley, tell me, how does your gang interfere with you being kicked in the face?
Oh, goodness me. I would assume that as opposed to like pulling me out of harm's way, like they would go for Hannah. So I'm imagining, I guess, because I'm young at Cordelia to grab Tom, I guess Emma and Marissa would probably like just grab Hannah and try and subdue her in some way.
Okay, so what happens is like you're kneeling, you're at like foot height, as it were, like within reach of Hannah's foot. You're kneeling by Tom's body as he's kind of like gurgling and trying to cling to consciousness on the floor. I'm so sorry, Tom, but you're just like the best target for all of this.
Doing great,
I
buddy.
am a fucking meat sack. I got nothing going on.
I love the way in the break I was like, Tom, you won't be hot. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
it's
fine.
fun, dude. Shut up.
Tom.
And Hannah kicks out at you, but maybe it's the blood on the floor that makes the ground a little slippery under her feet, but she misses you. And just when she's gonna withdraw her foot from her failed kick and try again, Marissa grabs her foot from the air and yanks on it. And Hannah, you're gonna fall on your back. So you're prone, you're on the ground, and Marissa is like now backing up to once again be behind Harley, as now that your foot is no longer on Tom's neck, Cordelia like gathers him into her massive arms and is about to like take Tom outside.
I
Sorry,
would.
Bella, you're a wolf now.
Oh, Bella's a wolf person now, is she? I'd like to run. Can we scoot? Can my whole gang just? It's been
Okay,
fun.
so
I'd like to go.
let's do the what's it called, initiative order, as it were. So the people acting, Hannah's obviously going to go last because she's on the ground. But Bella and Harley, it's up to you two. So if you could both roll like just roll 1d6, and whoever gets the higher one gets to go first.
4.
Okay, so Harley, you wanted to run away.
Yes, very
So-
muchly.
If you could roll with volatile for me.
My
Okay.
homies are coming.
Oh, shut up.
Don't slip in my blood. That
I'll
only works once.
try real hard. Oh!
Ah.
Oh.
Okay, so what happens is you fail, so mark experience. First things
Super.
first. Mark
Yeah.
experience.
Wow. Great. 2 experience in one game. This is really fun. Thank you.
What happens, it's not that you don't get to run. It's that like when you run, the doors upstairs are all locked.
Does Cordelia get out with Tom or no?
No.
Okay, great. Cool. I just checking.
The doors
If
are all
that's
locked.
Mr.
All of the students have been exited from the building. But yes, like once you get to the last door that you are trying as an option, you see standing in front of it the outline of Mr. Thorpe. But like as he comes more into the light, like he steps towards you, he's no longer wearing the like suit and cravat that looked very good on him, but now he's in his full fake king regalia. And he just steps towards you casually with your gang behind you and says, "Now, where were you going? I believe Hannah still had a few words for you."
Mr. Thorpe, Tom's dying. She ripped his throat out. Can we get him to the hospital, please? You keep making me laugh.
Considering the last time he woke up at the hospital, there were more questions than answered. It would probably be better if he didn't. But if that's what you want.
Well, I just don't want Tom to die. Why are you let this happen? You promised me everything will be fine.
And everything will be for Hannah.
You nonce! What do you mean for? Why? What does that matter? Tom's dying. Can we just take him to the hospital, please? I just want to go outside with him. And Tom gets really
Harley, humans die all the time.
Yeah, but I don't want to lose this one. How are you?
If you wanted, I could take him for you to a place where he will be healed. Perfectly fine, but you'll never see him again. Or he can die in your arms and you can say your farewells.
Is Tom conscious?
He's conscious enough to have a conversation with you, just because it would be stupid to have him be completely knocked out.
Okay, all right. I guess
That'd be funny.
That's great. I guess I'm just gonna put my hands on the blood of Tom again. Be like, hey, did you hear that? Did you hear that? Tom,
Okay. Yes.
serious.
Yes.
Okay, so what do you want to do? do you want to be okay? You want to be okay, right?
I want to die in your arms.
Don't look at me and laugh.
I
Yeah.
just died in your arms tonight. Plays over the speakers.
Wow.
Yeah,
This is a great prompt.
But like I just met you, and I guess I lose you either way, right? So, are you, dude? I don't know what to do.
Just let me go.
You're fucking.
I'm so sorry. Oh my good god.
You're really good to rip up comedically. It's impossible
It's
dramatically.
not. It really is not. But no, let me go.
I can't. Okay, so I know you, and I point at Mr. Thorpe, and I'm just being like a little friggin' 18-year-old teenage girl right now. I know you are making this as like some test thing, and it's like, oh, are you gonna be selfless, and you're gonna like let him live on without you, or is he gonna die because you're just a selfish bitch who wants him all for yourself? And I don't trust you, and I don't trust that if you take him somewhere safe, he's ever gonna see like his mother or anything like that again. And I'd much rather he just not get involved in whatever weird magic bullshit you've got going on. So Hannah's tried to kill him. If he dies, Hannah killed him. I can't hand him over to you and he turns into a pumpkin or some shit. I don't know. And then I give Tom a kiss on the mouth. You're not making this dramatic. So
No, you're not. But I do want to say, is that a darkest move? Is that a?
I very
what?
passionately kiss.
Yeah,
Tom
is this a passionate kiss,
with
Harley?
tongue.
You don't have privacy.
Oh, does it have that privacy? Oh.
Yeah, it was an intimate moment.
You're right.
So.
Okay, never mind. Damn it. It's just a nice kiss.
It's a nice kiss with tongue. As
so
die.
Mr. Thorpe looks at
He's
you
like
both.
bleeding.
Choking up chunks of blood and skin.
He looks at you both and he says, "As you wish." And he steps backward and disappears as Bella comes up the stairs in wolf form, and you hear the sound of other wolves battering at the doors of the locked doors of the gymnasium. And Hannah, I assume you would be following?
Yes.
Okay, so Hannah is following this giant wolf up the stairs and confronting you as Tom, you said you wanted to die in her arms. That was your choice?
I think that's my character would pick that like 100% at that point. Now that I'm like, oh, the true love.
Okay.
That's love.
It'd be 100% that.
Are you dying again before the end of a session?
As Tom expires in Harley's arms, Bella, you can sense it, you can feel it. Like, you know, the second he's gone, and like you come up to both of them, and Hannah, you're like right behind her. What do you do?
Just tell me why. Why did you kill Chad?
And I just kind of like go, and I was like fall on my knees because Tom's dead, and I was like, oh, for nothing, I guess. I was all for nothing.
You killed him for nothing.
No, well, I look at Tom who's dead, and I'm like, I did it for. I thought I was doing it for him, and now he's dead, so it was for nothing. So he died for nothing. And I just started laughing a little bit, and I'm just like, I guess I'm just covered in different people's blood at this point, both scent-wise and physically. And I was like, Chad died for no reason. And so did Brandon. And Brad. and the guys from the bar. You remember the guys from the bar, right? Cordelia? And I'm like laughing, like it's not fucking funny. I'm like, and all the guys from the bar. And Brandon's brother. And it was for nothing. It was for nothing. It's all bullshit.
I would like
Hannah,
to grab.
would you consider that Harley losing her lover, like you lost Chad, would in some way rebalance the scales of justice?
Not really, no.
Okay,
I
then
mean,
you can say your darkest self. That was my question.
Well, I would if you were like. I would if there was like a rationale for it, but currently you're
if you
just,
didn't
like,
know I
it's
had
for
now killed
nothing.
absolutely every. Yeah, I guess so.
So
Yeah.
and now I'm
I
just
killed lots of
like,
people. Yeah.
yeah.
I killed lots
Now
of
I'm
people.
just like, so I would like to grab Harley's by the hair
That's fine,
and like
go for it,
slam her into like head first into a locker.
Okay, Bella, are you doing anything, or are you letting Hannah
I'm
So you
also,
are your
after-
darkest self. So
After she's like bashing her into the locker, I'm also grabbing Harley by the leg and just smashing her on the floor till her face gets as fucked up as it could possibly be. Because I don't
Okay.
want her pretty anymore, because that's all she ever was.
Oh my god.
okay.
Right on.
So,
Cool.
Hannah, will you be
Yeah.
you roll volatile first?
Am I able to use a string to like boost my volatile?
You can use a string to add 1 to the harm you deal someone, but you can't use
Okay.
it. You can also add 1 to your roll against them. Yes.
I'll do that then because my volatile's so bad.
Okay, so you can add
We're still
plus
surrounded by
one to
my
your roll.
gang because they're here. Tom's dead, but the rest are here. So
Yes, you are surrounded by your gang. So you get a +1 and then you get a -1. So
Okay.
nothing.
Wolves are coming in
Oh,
hot
okay.
soon.
Oh, then I won't do it.
Yeah, just don't add anything.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you kind of. She's still gonna get the -1.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fail. So
Hmm.
Okay, so you
Eh,
don't want to use your string to +1 and keep that a 7?
sure, we'll keep it a 7. Sure. Yeah, I don't know anymore.
Can I
mean, Bella's
subtract
gonna do
1
the
for her
harm.
roll against me because I have a string on her still? What? Can I also do that?
Oh
You
my
can't use it.
God.
You can't use it to subtract from their roll, just to add.
It says you can spend a string on another PC to subtract 1 from their roll against you. Choose after rolling.
Where's that?
I'm looking at the Buried Without Ceremony, and it's like the PDF. This like Monsterhearts reference sheets.pdf. And it has it there.
It says, "Tempt them to do what you want. Give them the condition. Add 1 to your roll against them. Add 1 to the harm you deal them."
This one has that, and also force them to hold steady, and also subtract 1 from their roll against you. I want to use
that's-
up these strings, dude.
I think that's an older version.
Damn it! Alright, never mind.
Because this is Monsterhearts 2. Hold steady isn't a move anymore.
Oh, I must have Monsterhearts 1 then. Oh well. Let's
Yeah.
not get my face beat.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, Hannah. It's alright.
Anyway, so on a 7 to 9, you harm them, but choose 1. They learn something about your true nature and gain a string on you. I decide how bad the harm turns out, or you become your darkest self, which you already are. So
You can choose the harm.
That's
what is
good.
it that you're doing? You're grabbing her hair and pushing
I
her into
like
the locker?
have her like not even like I've just grabbed her hair. I don't care how much of it I have, and I'm just like slamming her face into the locker like again and again, and then just
Okay.
like dropping her on the floor.
And sorry, Bella, you are also going to attack her.
Kill me, I'm gonna die.
I
I'm
sure
dead.
am.
They're gonna kill me.
Okay.
beating her
Well, let's just get that attack in as well before we do anything.
Why not? Why?
Volatile
let's.
Volatile, yes.
I'm also
She's
surrounded
still
by my
surrounded
gang.
by her gang.
Yeah.
So it's a
That's
good
fine. That's so good.
What an
okay.
amazing roll.
What a day. What a day.
Okay. So you get grabbed by the hair and shoved into the locker by Hannah, your former friend. And maybe there's a moment where you don't act because you're like, Tom's dead and everything is worthless and everything I've done is horrible because you're having a psychotic break, right?
Yeah.
Your gang does attempt to pull Hannah back, but she is so fucking mad at you that she just shrugs them off like it's nothing. And because Bella's moving forward, like they have 2 people to contend with, one of which is a wolf. So they're kind of attempting to get in the way, but not able to. And like as Hannah is just like smushing your head against the walker, and she does 1 harm, but the teeth of a werewolf
go.
biting your leg do 3 harm.
Oh, it's time to scare death, baby.
Yeah.
What
That's
is-
indeed what it's time for. So when you take your 4th harm, you die. To avoid death, erase all harm and choose 1. You become your darkest self, or you lose all strings you have on everybody. Or you could just die.
Or I could just die. That's true. I'm so sorry. I can't be a Tom. I'm just gonna lose all my strings on everybody, I think.
Okay. So
I can't be a die for drama. I'm sorry. There's too many people dead.
So what happens is, Bella and Hannah, Bella, you're just blood in your mouth, like spurting into your mouth, gnawing on her leg like it's a chew toy. You both get out all of the violence you need to enact on Harley, and she falls to the ground next to the also deceased body of Tom. And like, what would you do after you're like, okay, she's not moving anymore, she's dead? Would
I
that
would-
be justice for you, Hannah?
Yeah, because I believe she's dead.
Okay. I don't think that you've wounded someone that you really care about, Bella. But I do think that you've gotten power and dominance earned through bloodshed, and you have a wolf pack outside. So if you wanted to just be like, I've handled this, I have to run like a wolf now, you could do that. But I feel like you can obviously have like a fictional moment here, but you are still gonna be a wolf until you maybe harm someone you care about. Like you could attempt to bite Hannah again, but you are still a wolf because your darkest self isn't gone yet. But Hannah, you fall out of your darkest self, and you look down on the ground and see kind of like the bloody consequence of your action. What do you do?
I think it's like a genuine sigh of like releasing tension as I like come back to me, and like the color fills my cheeks again, and I just kind of like look at all this blood on the floor, and Harley like already like has like maybe like popped vessels or whatever like in her face, and I'm just like, oh, did I did that. I did that. And I like look up at Mr. Thorpe.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, cool. That's fine. Doesn't worry me. I did that. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. And I like literally like put my hand on like on Bella's wolf form, and I'm just like to like not pass out, I guess, or just like not.
And Bella, you've got Harley's leg in your mouth, and you're still doing that dog thing where you're just like,
Yeah, I'm eating all of that shit up. She a tasty bitch.
but then Hannah puts her arm on your scruff,
I
or
drink a lot of
her
cranberry
hand on
juice,
your
so-
scruff. Does that like, is that enough? Like you've already illustrated that you're like very close to her. Is that enough for you to kind of like drop it and back off, or?
Yeah, I'll drop it and back off, but I feel like I would want to join my wolf pack and look for the students, specifically the ones that were going to go get the ambulance.
Okay, so Harley, your
Yes.
gang, once you're essentially dead, they are they're essentially like a type of cultist, right? So they have a willingness to die. So I feel like what happens when you die in front of them, they probably like go to the door where they hear the like wolves like banging against it. And like they're kind of backing up away from Bella and away from your body. And then Cordelia pushes at the door, not realizing that they're now unlocked. And pushes at the door a little bit, and it opens behind her, and your gang is swarmed by wolves. Bella, you now smell this fresh blood as these three other students scream and attempt to run from these wolves that have now got them. I will give you the opportunity to go that way as a wolf, or, you know, harm someone you care about.
I think that a rage fills in me at Marissa. So I go to hurt her. And then that turns me back because I still always care about her.
Okay. So roll volatile just so I know like to what extent you hurt her.
Okay.
A partial success. Okay. So you run after the students who are running away, Harley's gang, and you run specifically after Marissa as Cordelia accidentally opens the door to the wolves outside. And on a 7 to 9, you harm them but choose one. They learn something about your true nature and gain a string on you. I decide how bad the harm turns out, or again, you're already in your darkest self, so you can't turn into it.
You choose the harm.
Okay. I think last time when it was Hannah, we said 2 harm because you transform during the act of harming her. So you deal her 2 harm, which is like a lot for an NPC. And as you're like gnawing at whatever limb got in your mouth, you feel yourself transform back into Bella in your prom dress with Marissa's leg in your mouth. What do you do?
I told you you'd regret it, Marissa. I told you you'd regret saying that. So yeah, I'm not gonna fucking kill you, but your leg is, you're gonna have to get, one of those wooden sticks or just look even more stupid than you usually look with your anime shirts. Fuck
Are
you.
you doing anything to like instruct your pack to let these students leave? Because they are like, as you told them that you were in trouble and they're as bloodthirsty as you are.
I tell all the wolves to fuck off because, I'm the alpha at this point. So they just leave.
Okay. So Marissa with her bloody leg gets supported by Emma and Cordelia, who have both been bloodied themselves, and they exit the scene, never to be seen again, ostensibly to find an ambulance or something. And you are now human and can turn back to Hannah, who is standing over the bodies of Harley and Tom. Tom's homecoming king crown is like on the floor and like bloodied but like shining in the moonlight. What do you do? Bella, you turn and see Hannah, who's obviously not in her darkest self anymore, looking at what she's done and looking kind of...
High school's weird.
Yeah. Weird, yeah.
Really weird.
Should I find Mr. Thorpe?
Nah.
I think everyone saw me, Tom. And
I'll eat any witnesses in the future. You're fine.
That's the
You're
entire school year, Bella. That's everybody.
That'll be fine. We'll go to your little fairy world and spray some dust on people or whatever you can do.
I don't know what his powers are, but I do think we should talk to him.
Okay, let's go.
Do you have a string on Bella, Hannah?
Yeah.
Okay. If you wanted to take her into the fairy realm, you could absolutely go there now. You would use that string. You could also take, I don't know, the dead bodies of Tom and Harley, considering
I do have everybody's strings. Yeah, we're taking everyone. Let's go.
Let's go road
right.
trip.
Let's go.
You gotta erase the evidence. If
Senior trip.
There's no crime.
Yeah, spring break. Let's go.
After
Woo!
party.
Oh my god, this is
Back
so
to my
fun.
place.
I love this.
Everybody come to my
Let's
dimension.
remove those strings, shall we? Oh my
Okay,
god.
so you grab Bella's hand and kneel to touch both the corpses of Harley and Tom, and just 1 second to the next, you're all now in that very familiar room in the Fey realm where you were before. The white walls and gold and jewels just echo how deathly pale both Harley and Tom are as they're like laying on the floor of this room. What do you do?
I'm gonna immediately yell Oliver, like say his name.
The door that is sometimes there and sometimes not opens, and Mr. Thorpe walks through in his, Fey King pirate loose shirt outfit. I don't know, David Bowie Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Get up. Rang.
How do I get past this? Do you get this? I just felt I needed to do something. I needed to sort and balance, and
You needed her to feel the consequences of her actions, and she has.
but what about school and what about a real world?
You really want to go back there. You have everything you could ever want here. You ask for it and it becomes what you wish it to be. And you want to go back to high school.
But
You are a queen here, and there you are a teenager and a woman.
but Bella won't be able to stay here, and my mum.
She could, if you wanted. I mean,
I can't stay
I guess I
here.
could allow you to have pets if you like. The three of them could all stay if it will entertain you.
Not them, and I like gesture to the ground where the corpses are. I don't want them here.
Right, well, we can handle that. And he snaps his fingers and they're both gone.
Okay, bye.
Ta-ta.
Thanks for bringing us.
Yeah, I was really heavy.
That was good. I like that scene that we were in. I thought your performance was really good. Yeah, aren't I not dead also? Am I just like a
You're
unconscious?
okay, you're going to be fine.
Cool.
But there's a
That's
fictional
fine. It's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
You're gonna be fine. So now it's just you and Mr. Thorpe and Bella.
Where did you just put? Where did they go? What did you just do? I didn't mean just vanish them. I meant they have families, and so many people saw me murder. Or not? Well, I guess I did murder. I ripped his throat out.
If you wish for them not to remember, then they won't.
Everyone
I
in,
would.
in the school, or
Human minds are easily manipulated. You'll
I
learn
wish-
so
I
much
wish
if
for
you
that.
stay here.
Yes, I wish for that. I wish for
can
that.
you erase all the people that saw me turn into a fucking dog?
That too. Yes, what she says,
Okay.
please.
You have more power than you think.
I
But
can-
if you don't accept my offer and become my queen here, it will fade. And you will become just like Samantha.
What do you mean? Like,
I mean that if you choose that you do not wish to become my queen and take your place at my side, then you will
Ew.
fade and your powers will too. You don't get to keep them and not be attached to the Fey realm. This is where they come from. If you detach yourself, they are gone, and soon so shall you be.
when you say soon, do you mean no?
What is time to an immortal being? Soon.
Okay.
10 years,
Yeah.
100 years, I don't care.
And if I accept your offer,
Then
Can
you
I
will have
live-
the power to do what you wish to do. Make everyone forget. Return whomever to their families intact.
and I can live there as well.
You can visit. You will have to return here.
I accept.
Great. And he does something that you feel in your chest, and you see Harley returned to probably not her bed, probably Tom's bedroom. Both has Harley and Tom in it, because her bedroom is just gross. And you
Oh,
see
yeah.
them both returned to Tom's very small bed. Tom's neck is no longer torn, and Harley's leg is no longer ripped up. And you can see you don't know, you couldn't describe what the vision of a memory being erased is, but now you all of a sudden experience you can see all of these people whose faces were contorted in horror now smoothed and happy. And you see the bonfire and then the old mill. And then all of a sudden, you and Bella and Mr. Thorpe and the rest of your class are snapped back to the woods, to the bonfire. Bella, Emma, and Cordelia and Marissa are all there just fine. The students are drinking and laughing and being loud. And Harley and Tom, you both awaken feeling yourselves with no memory of anything that happened at the dance, except for Tom was homecoming king and
Thank
Harley
goodness.
got to dance with the homecoming king. And I guess you two could be at the bonfire. Yeah, you're at the bonfire.
Hells yeah. We went to the bonfire.
So they're at the bonfire as well, looking happy and in love, and like absolutely nothing went wrong. And Mr. Thorpe is standing half in shadow behind you, Hannah and Bella. And he says to you, I assume that you'll want to stay till graduation.
Yeah, and then I can go to college and my parents won't. Yeah.
Perfect. Anything else I can do for you?
Is Chad here?
And as soon as you say it, without his expression changing at all, you see Chad like stumble out of the forest looking super wasted, but otherwise totally fine. And he's like goes to hug a tree and he's like, bro, this tree is like the biggest tree I've ever seen in my whole life. And he's just like hugging. He's like, I love trees.
I'm gonna run over to him and just like fucking jump on him and just be like kiss his face, not in like a romantic way, but just like in like a you're here and I can feel you, and I'm like kissing his cheek and just being like, oh my,
Hannah, you're like a monkey.
I'm like a monkey. I'm like a monkey. Oh my god, you're here.
Well, yeah, it's the after party.
Yeah. I'm so happy you're here.
And he does finger guns like while you're still hugging him, like at Bella probably. Like, hey, what's up? Harley, you and Tom with you can you roll dark for me, both of you?
Yeah. And Tom totally thought he was just dead forever. His clothes is rolled.
I was really sure I was just gone.
You're like, bye, see you later.
Okay, you both fail. You both mark experience. Neither of you remember anything that happened.
Wow! We might as well be dead.
Oh my god, that was crazy. You danced really well.
I got really drunk.
Good. Yeah, you'd stop. Like, here's your shoes.
Okay. now that's sorted. Is there anything else that anyone wants to do before the night is over? Harley, actually, your Cordelia comes up behind you and she's carrying a long log rolled in cloth, and she motions towards the bonfire and she's just like, is now a good time?
Yeah, so wait, just to clarify, all that's been erased for me is like the whole Tom getting his face ripped out thing.
Yes. It's just what happened.
So as far as I know, I won and I got Tom homecoming king.
Oh.
Exactly.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, it's totally good. Go for it.
So
As I have my arm around Tom as well, I got like my hand around his shoulder. And I was like gestured with my other hand. I'm like, yeah, go for it. It's fine.
So Cordelia throws Brad's severed leg into the fire, and it crackles, and because it's already the cloth has been soaked in some kind of gasoline or flame accelerant, and it crackles, and the bonfire goes ever higher, and the smell like cooked meat wafts towards you, Bella.
Ooh. I'm getting horny again.
We're gonna die again.
And Bella goes darkest self and kills Harley again.
Is there anything else that anyone would like to do before we put a cap on it? We could do some like
I want to
epilogue
kiss
bullshit.
Bella.
Aw.
Okay, go ahead. The two of you turn towards each other as Mr. Thorpe fades into the darkness.
Wow.
I also
Straight to
would
it.
just, I'd like to just like turn to Tom and just be like, I'm really proud of you for getting homecoming king.
Thank you.
That's okay. But okay, so I feel like with you, I actually like things. I feel things like physically, like that I imagine everybody else does. You know, like when you're happy and your chest. No, it's good. Like when you're happy and your chest is like, ee, like you know that. Like,
yeah, I get that.
yeah. So yeah, I get that when I'm with you, and but I just other than that, I just feel kind of like hollow.
Oh.
I don't.
Oh, that
I don't
doesn't
know.
sound good. I don't know what that means, but I'd like to help you fix it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That would be great. Okay. Cool. I think I need help. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I just hug Tom in a very almost like innocent, like entirely like non-sexual, but very passionate, like intimate way. I just kind of wrap my arms around him and bury my face into like his neck.
Oh.
Very cute. Bella and Hannah, would you like to do more than just say you kiss each other and do a tongue motion?
I was gonna say some. I was doing the little joke kiss, and I was gonna say some, but yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, we'll talk. So Hannah, did you like Olive or Mr. Thorpe? Like, is that who you want to be with or whatever?
No, not like that. No.
I just like can't tell like what you think about me. Like, I don't know. I love you so much. Like, I would do anything for you. And I just really want to kiss you.
Bella, I love you too. And I'm gonna like take her, like cup her face and like slowly bring her towards me and like hold her hand and
I will always keep that promise we made that I will never hurt you. Ever.
and then I kiss her.
Can we just so we know, can you roll to turn each other on? Thanks.
How good you at kissing? Nothing beats me and Tom. I'm not gonna lie, we're pretty
Didn't Tom
good.
get, like a 13?
Oh! Hey!
Did he end up getting a 13?
Oh, wow.
Bella, will you roll as well?
Oh boy.
No pressure, Bella.
Yeah, no pressure,
Okay.
Bella.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So you, Bella, you're like, you started
My first
this
kiss, okay?
conversation. You started
You've
this
literally,
conversation.
we have done a lot of things, and you haven't kissed me.
You
The other time I just ate you out. This was real.
So maybe Bella, you start the kiss, like you lean your face forward, but Hannah is just like, as soon as she knows that you are receptive to her advances, she is all the fuck over you. And we will fade out on that lovely scene of all four of our teenagers making out by a bonfire as a dead body burns on the pile. It's
Oh
great.
yeah, so romantic.
That's so symbolic. I love
It's
that.
so good. Out with the old, in with the new.
Oh,
You know what I
wow.
mean? Yay.
I'm so excited for when Harley tries to get Tom into college and has to kill everyone on the wait list.
I'm gonna be a really low rung. You're gonna have to kill a lot of people.
Oh my goodness. Well, that was fun. I feel
Wow.
like instead of just ending like we usually do and then wrapping up our feelings behind the scenes, do you guys want to just like debrief
Yeah,
here
go
now?
for it.
I also would like
Tell
to
me
look
how
at,
you feel.
Yeah, I also want to look at anyone on Twitter. If any of you dressed up and want to link it, just kidding. I think links get timed out. How do we fix that with Nightbot?
I'll just copy paste it.
There you go.
Okay.
If you have it, if you dressed up, if you have anything you want us to show people, I have very cool fan art by Gabe, who is Boy Diablo, and I'm gonna load that up while you guys talk. So, just you guys.
I just want to say a massive thank you to, firstly to my parents for giving birth to me. Thank you. Thank you so much for everyone for watching and being so like excited about everything. It's made this like so much more fun, and seeing people dress up on Twitter just made me so happy that you're all like we want to be part of it. And I want to say a massive thank you to Harley for organizing it all, because y'all, she worked so freaking hard. The amount of DMs I received at 5 a.m. being like, does this look cool? You know, go just praise her. And then also Tom and Bella are just freaking the funniest people I've ever met in my life. And Bluge, thank you so freaking much for being the bestest DM. Oh my god. You
So
just
good.
did
Oh my
so
god,
well.
ridiculous.
And I just have loved this. Thank you so much. Okay, that's you.
Yay. Well, this was my first return to jammings after like the shittiest pandemic summer of all time, and getting to know and work with and play with you all, and the excitement and like fan art and fan like theories from the chat has been absolutely wonderful. I'm very, very happy. And like honestly, I would have done this for free, but the fact that like the chat also supported all of us and allowed for us to get paid is like, as a full-time person, is really, really helpful and makes the decision to continue doing this sort of thing even easier. Maybe we won't continue with this series, but I definitely know that all of the members of this cast have enjoyed working together and would gladly do so in the future. And part of that is thanks to like not having to think about like whether this time is like obviously we'd hang out together no matter what, but like being supported in our careers at the same time is really lovely. So thank you all for that.
Yeah. Tom, do you have any feelings?
For like my first campaign on a live stream format, this has been just disgustingly wonderful, and I cannot wait to do stuff again. This whole thing for me at least was like a tiptoe. I was like, I'm gonna pick the most basic thing and I'm just gonna like see what happens, and then and I've only ever done one other campaign and it was wild, and I'd love to re-experience that, but in this kind of setting, because again, Blue Jay, you have been amazing at DMing and like taking us through this world and this story, and it's just like I didn't expect anything to be as like fantastic and work out as well as it did. There were like zero problems. This was wonderful.
Yay.
It was very good.
Ella, I know this was also one of your first RPG experiences.
Yeah, so this was the first time I've ever done anything like this. I've never played Dungeons & Dragons. I was actually scared I was gonna fuck it all up because I had no idea that it was just pretty much just improv, you know, and Blue Jay is so reassuring the whole time, like, no, this is so easy, you got this. And she's so creative. Her brain is just a story world that the way that she's able to tie things together is just incredible. And I feel like she could do so many amazing things in
Blue Jays
that
are ridiculously
world.
talented. It's
Yeah, and
donk.
I really want to do this stuff again. And the whole cast, like, I looked forward to Sunday for the past 2 months because you guys are just so fucking funny. Like, we just riff off each other so well. Everything just feels kind of natural, and I had such a great time, and I hope we get to do more in the future. And like, you're gonna go a lot of places, Blue Jay. Like, you are so fucking good at this.
Oh,
Seriously.
thank you. That means the world to me. I've been doing TTRPGs for like 4 years. I think this summer was my 4-year anniversary. I've been doing it like every week up to like 3 times a week for that amount of time. And this summer was like my first real break where I didn't do any TTRPGs for like months. So like hearing you all say that and knowing that like, while I might have been rusty on episode 1, the skills were still there somewhere. It makes me really happy that you guys had a good time. I think as a GM, that's the only thing you could really hope for, is that the people you're playing with and for have a good time. So I'm glad
you did so good. It
Yeah.
literally was
And
so
I
fun
really
every
did.
time.
Yeah, I want to say like when we were in like the intro screen, Blue Jay would like show her notepad and it would have like 2 sentences on it, and then it would be the most intense episode with like twists and turns and like linking stuff back, and I'd be like, how you just made that
Her mind.
Her
yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
Her mind. Ugh, the power.
This was this episode. It was more than 2 sentences.
Yeah.